Sherry.
You're welcome. What are you doing? What are you playing?
Uh, I'm about to get my third table open. I am playing a 5,000, a thing for five packages to the WPT. I can't remember where. And then I'm playing another for 10K.
Sweet. Is
I
that
know.
on the WPT Global or something?
Club WPT. Brad
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Messer.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Brad turned me on to
perfect.
it, and it's my YSOP practice.
I'm
This way I
sorry,
could.
who turned you on to it?
Brad
Oh,
Messer?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, how long have you been on that site?
Hysterically, 7 days.
Okay. And what do you think of it so far? Because it is a site that I have considered.
Have you played Club GG?
No.
Okay. It's I try and use that because a lot of people play it and it's ridiculously better. Um,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so because I did Club GG during last summer when I was like, oh, I'll try and grind micro, because it's less expensive.
Right.
Didn't worth it. So this one, it's pricey, right? I'm paying 250 a month.
Oh, that
I
is
know,
pricey.
but you get access to enough cash qualifying games that the first day I joined, I made the 250.
Okay.
So I'm free rolling all month right now. So as long as you
Okay.
can make 250 a month off of it, it pays for itself.
And
And
I've heard great things about, of course, Brad is such a great mentor about that site, and he'll answer any questions and
oh, he's
steer
been
you in the right
amazing.
yeah,
He's
steer you in the
yeah,
right direction.
we've been sweating each other. Like today, I don't think we are because both of us are just like in multi-table mode. And when I get into, I can't multi-table, so I become like a panic. But yeah, he's like one of the like saints of the poker world.
Absolutely.
I love him. I love him. But
I do too.
I figure like okay, so if my first month is free, I don't play live for a month, so I don't waste any of that. Because that's like more my problem is I'm not playing cash. I'm playing
Right.
tournaments. So like
Right.
practicing live tournaments is so fucking expensive.
Yes.
And I have a
And
decent enough win rate, but it's too stressful.
good for you. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm
So
trying. I'm trying to be intentional here.
I like it. I like it. I'm making some decisions myself here recently. So
What are you are so you're going to the WSOP, right?
I am going to the WSOP, but when I finished my tournament yesterday, live tournament,
Yeah.
I left there. It was like a different. I don't even know how to describe it other than my mindset was different. Like we've all had those days like fuck poker, I don't want to play anymore and
Yeah, totally.
or I'm tired of, being, we all have those days, right?
Yeah.
But yesterday when I left, it was different. It was, you know what? I need to change up and recognize what I'm not doing anymore. And the last 2 years, I've had a lot of health issues. So my studying has gone down.
Mhm.
And also, my live play has gone down. Like,
Mhm.
I had goals before, like, especially before last year, because last year was really hard, um, that I went to a live poker room no less than once a month, which for me,
Mm.
I have to travel 3 or more hours to get to a live poker room. So it's an ordeal. You know what I mean? It's not around
Yeah.
the corner or down the street. And so it's 3 hours in one direction or it's five in one of other two or three directions. So
Oof.
um so I am already $400 or $500 in the hole just to get to the poker room, the
Yeah, totally.
lodging, the
Totally.
gas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so anyway, when you're not feeling good, the last thing you want to do is drive somewhere to play poker, right? And so,
Yep.
anyway, long story short, yesterday I was like, you know what? I think I'm feeling the effects of the last 12 or 18 months of me changing what I normally was doing in poker. It's showing at my table because yesterday wasn't a fuck poker. I hate this game, because we all go through that.
Yeah, yeah.
It it was a I don't know if I'm doing anything right now. Like it was such a lack of confidence or doubting myself, which I never do at the poker, like never have done. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh, I
almost the
totally know.
opposite, very confident. And so when I left yesterday, I was like, you know what? Your brain is turned in a different direction right now. And, I think that the answer to that is to get back to studying and reiterating and getting the confidence by knowing that you're doing the right things through study. You know what I mean? And so I am looking at some different online stuff to possibly start to subscribe to just
I
get my head right.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like last year, right? Because last year, like I had to play, like for
Right,
money. Like, it
right,
wasn't like, yeah, it was like, oh look, I have rent. Um,
right,
and it does. It changed the dynamic of how I play completely.
right,
Um, like I was genuinely afraid,
right,
and like that is the absolute worst when you start to be like, I know what I'm doing, but I am. He still has an out. You know,
right,
you're looking at like the 99th percentile possibility of what could like in the minuscule thing, and you're like,
right,
I bet he has it. And then I
right.
did the GTO wizard for 3 months, like
Mm-hmm.
hardcore. Um, I did just like MTT sims, cash sims. I did a lot of their educational sims and running through,
Right.
and it made me see the matrix. I was able to go back in and be like, wait a minute, I see this all now. And I don't, and like the fear was gone.
Well, and see, it's not even fear. It's just when I left there, because I'm going to tell you something. When I played that tournament yesterday, I made not one bad decision.
Hmm.
I read each player and hand correctly yesterday. Not one mistake. Not one mistake, Blue.
Yep.
Not one mistake. And I left there saying to myself, why don't you like what? I don't even know how to describe it other than doubting myself. Like, am I doing this right? Did I not make mistakes? Maybe I made mistakes and I'm not looking at it properly. Like maybe I did make mistakes and I'm just not like diving into it enough to recognize that it's a mistake, or and it was such a weird self talk issue for myself yesterday that I was like, I just need to go back to the books to reiterate, you know, what I'm doing right and what I might be doing wrong that I'm just not recognizing.
Yeah. I mean, it's also, the game has changed dramatically in the last
Yes.
2 years. And
Yeah.
like, I certainly, like, I walk around with my big chip on my shoulder, like, I play New York, blah, 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 I can do anything. Um, and like the last 2 years I've had like the same kind of thoughts where it's like I am not making mistakes. Like what is going on? Because I used to be one of those people that was like, look, if I lose full house over full house, life goes on. There's nothing you can do about that.
Right.
um and then suddenly it was like, how do I not see this? And like I said, there was something about doing the simulations on GTO, not having to worry about the money,
Right.
not having to look at other players in the eye, and also just sort of be like, I need to focus on mathematical decision makings, because let's face it, any of us who grew up in poker in the last 20 years, we know how to exploit. We've all learned the
Right.
exploitation game. And now that everybody's GTO-ish, it just gives you this little like edge. Um, Not risking the money, not having all that pressure on you at a table made me very much see leaks that I had never known I had.
Well, and I'm going to tell you that I never think about money or the buy in or if I have stakers. I never think of that at the table.
Oh, really?
Ever.
I do. I can't not think about it.
Never. I never do. And I'm going to tell you the last hand that I played yesterday that when I left there, I was like, okay, did I play it right or didn't I? Like, that was like the start of the self doubting talk, right? Like, okay, did I play that right or didn't I?
Give me the
Maybe I'm
hand.
just pretending that I played it right. You know what
Give
I'm
us the.
saying? Like,
It's a couple of us. Give us the hand history.
okay, so I'm in the big blind. I have 4,500 in chips, which is blinds are 500 and 1,000, so four and a half
Yep.
big blinds. I'm in the big blind.
Okay.
Second to act, who is the chip leader of the tournament,
Mm-hmm.
raises. The guy down in seat 10, 9, 8 um, calls, or yeah, he shoves. I think the raise was like 3,000. No, it put me all in. The raise
Yeah.
was 3,500.
That's
So
what I have to
that guy
imagine.
calls for four or raises to like 4,500 all in.
Mm-hmm.
And I look down at two red eights.
Okay.
Now I shove because I'm
Yeah.
like, I have four and a half big blinds. I may be able to get 12 more hands in before I go broke on blinds. What better hand am I going to get than a pocket pair in 12 hands?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I could triple up here. So, of course, I shove, right? And ace, queen, ace, jack are my opponents. And what's in the window
Ace.
but an ace, a two outer. So, of course, I get up, tell good luck, everybody. And
Yep.
out the door I go. And I start to think to myself, like, isn't that the right play with four and a half big blinds? Like,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do, and you know that they both have aces, and you know that they're probably both blocking each other, and the worst that's going to happen is you're going up against a bigger pair. You don't have any equity. You had to do what you had to do. You played that perfectly
right.
right.
And normally I would say exactly that to myself. Oh, bad luck, if they hit a two outer. But for some reason, that hand struck me differently yesterday.
Hmm.
And I can't explain it other than the only thing I can see as a way out of that is just get back to the books and just uh, hit the books so that I reiterate that what I'm doing is correct.
Well, if you do Club WPT and you do like, you spend the max like I'm doing, you get free access to their
Right.
entire
Right.
thing. I was looking at it yesterday, um, just to try and see. But again, it sounds weird, but I cannot recommend GTO Wizard
Oh, you
enough.
can't. And
Oh, it's
see,
the
oh,
it's
you
the it literally changed. Like you saw me playing cash after I had done 3 months of GTO, and you watched what I did at that table.
right. No, you were great. I loved it. Every minute of it. I wish I wasn't so distracted that day so I could have really sat and played poker with you. But you were doing great. You were crushing it. And it's
Yeah,
funny you brought that site up because that is one of the two that I'm really kind of focusing in. It's either going to be the GTO Wizard or it's going to be the Red Chip Poker site.
I do
And
both Club WPT and GTO. So the way, like,
okay,
if you want to know what my insane schedule as I sit here playing, has been since I decided that I was going to figure out a way to get to the WSOP, even though I was unemployed for a year and blew through my entire life savings. Um,
right,
I basically I work during the day. I do 2 hours of either GTO or WPT a day, and then I will do one satellite on Iggy and a WPT like 2 or 3 days out of the week, and then I do another 2 hours almost every day of GTO.
right. And that's what I am committing myself to is I just need to get back to the books
Game
and
changing,
yep,
game changing, and
absolutely.
you will see that you have developed leaks that you didn't know you developed. Like
Yeah,
I
and I
like the
don't doubt that because
yeah.
I'm going to just tell you, I don't doubt that. And it's right now, it's a mindset leak. I'm just going to
Yep.
tell you, it is a mindset leak. But I'm going to stop for a minute and say, hello, Hex, and
Oh,
hello,
hey
Donna.
everybody. Thanks for joining
Hi,
in.
darling. Hey, Blue. Hey, Hex,
Hi.
sweetheart.
Hi, ladies.
Hex is so lucky.
I know. Look at me. I'm spoilt, surrounded by queens.
You are.
Yeah,
Bows.
those
Bows
eights
of
for a dream
No,
dreams.
spot, Sherry. Those eights for a dream spot. I think you're right. Though. I think it's the confidence you're struggling with right now more
Yes.
than anything technical.
Yes. Yes. 100%. And like I told Donna before I even came here, I had been away from the table so much that, I was so happy to be coming somewhere that I could go play poker even daily if I wanted to, which is not something I can do at home. And so now that I've been doing that for 2 months now, I'm like, okay, now I need to get back to the books. There's no doubt.
I've just got to push back on something, Hex, darling. I'm not a queen, I'm a princess.
Oh yeah, well,
Princess,
apologies. You're all royalty
princesses
though.
have more fun than a queen.
Okay, well,
I will stand
if we're
by that.
yeah, if we're gonna go for our actual names, I make my phone call me Goddess Master. So I feel
This
like that
girl.
works.
This girl. Okay, I'll be the queen. There's a princess and a goddess master. Okay, got it. And Hex is our king, I guess. You're so lucky, Hex,
Well,
How
by default, right? By default.
by
how deep did
default,
you
but
get
it's okay.
yesterday? Wait, so Sherry, how deep did you get yesterday, and how long had it been since you played? Like, what kind of a tournament was it?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you that this little tournament had one, two, three, four, 6 tables yesterday. So 60
Okay, yeah,
players to start out with. It probably, with rebuys, probably 80.
okay.
Um, it's only a $25 table or buy-in, but these people do not like to rebuy. Like they don't. They're very proud of being on one bullet, so they play like solid poker. Believe it or not, like this tournament in Florida would be a shit show because everybody would just be pushing in all in every hand and rebuying,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's not like that. So, um, and I'm going to tell you that in the last 2 months, I have been at the final table more times than I have not.
Okay.
And so I do well during this tournament. And but I'm going to say in the last 2 weeks, my pocket aces busted out of the tournament. My pocket kings busted out of the tournament. And yesterday, my pocket eights, right? And you
It
go
just
back
sounds
and you're like, are you doing the right things? Like, are you doing the right things?
no, it sounds like you're just getting coolered.
And it really is, but that doesn't help my confidence right
Yeah,
now.
no,
You
I
know what
get
I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. And so I just need to go back to the books to, you know,
How did you learn how to play? What
how
was
did
your
I? Well, I had a 15-minute lesson from my sons because I grew up playing all kind of card games, spades and pinochle and canasta, and so I love cards.
okay?
And I'm a card player. So one day, not too long after my mom had moved in with us, my 2 sons came to me and said, "Look, you need an outlet, and we want to take you to play poker and teach you how to play poker." I was like, okay, cool. So we sat down at the kitchen table, and the two of them taught me how to play poker. And then it was my one son's deal, and he started to put the cards away. I said, "What are you doing? We just got started." He goes, "Oh no, we're going to play poker for real now." I go, "What?" Like,
What
wait,
does
what?
real mean? What do you
He
mean
goes,
real?
"Yeah." He goes, "We're taking you over to Applebee's." So, in other words, bar poker, and we're going to go play poker. I was like, I don't even know what hands. I don't even know what the blind is. Like, when is it going to be my turn? And when do I have to put the blind? I panicked. I panicked. What is the button? Do I move the button? Like, oh my God. And they're, of course, the two of them are doing exactly what you're doing, laughing at me. And away we went. They made me a cheat sheet with the hands on it. And I'm competitive as fuck, right? And so we go to Applebee's to play, and there's like 80 people here to play barley poker. And I was like, all these people are going to play. And my boys are like, yeah, we come here and blah, blah, blah. We're going to win, gift cards, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. So, we sit down to play. And, you know, pe- people started to talk to me about poker and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this is the first time I've ever, played. That's why I have this little cheat sheet here. And of course, they thought it was funny or whatever. Well, then I'm getting to the final table, and people are like, she lied to us. You know, damn well she's been playing for, years or whatever. And I was like, no, seriously. I learned like 15 minutes before I walked in the door over here.
I have a piece of paper. It tells
I
me what to
have the
do.
paper to prove it. And I
fucking RTA.
right.
That's
And
right. That's
so
right.
I
Early
started to
years.
play Zynga Poker online for free back then because I am a competitor. Like, I don't want to fucking lose. If I'm going to play cards, I'm winning. And so I literally, probably for a year or two, it may have been like 2 years, played Zynga Poker. And I mean, many hours a day. I had billions of dollars in chips on Zynga Poker, right? And I still have friends today that I met on Zynga Poker that
I
I've
got
actually.
5.6 billion on Zynga Poker. That's my
Yeah.
entire online poker career in Australia here.
There you go. There you go. And that's how the monsters, my sons would say, that's how the monster of mom poker was created.
That's very funny.
Which one put
It's very funny.
Causeway, Wanker, or Firefighter?
A firefighter and the waker, the school teacher. Oh my God.
I
Have you
got thought
ever
poker.
heard the first time I played, how I got into it?
No.
You're gonna laugh. It's similar to yours. Um, I used to do professional photography, and I found a group that were amateur boxers that would fight every Friday in the basement of a church. And yeah, exactly. That's what I said. I was like, what? Um,
So comical.
yeah, like, what? And I had just won like this big award, and so I was feeling fancy, and I called up the guy and was like, "Hey, can I shoot your fights for free?" And he was like, "Yeah, just don't use a flash." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm fancy." So I go to the first match, do the pictures. He really likes them. They're all, they're boxers. I don't know what else to say. They're all like super alpha machismo types.
Sure.
And one of them starts talking about poker, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I play." Like, I literally played on Poker Stars for 5 cent, 10 cent. I had
I
lost
love it.
5,000 cents. And I was like, I am a fucking pro. Who no one can beat me. So he was like, "Oh, cool. My buddy runs a club. I'll get you in. It's VIP, very, very fancy, blah, blah, blah." And I'm
Sure.
like, "Yeah, of course. I'm always looking for a game. I don't fucking know anything." I
Talk
wind
like you
up
belong.
Right. I wind up getting a card. I get a membership card, and I go to this like townhouse on 60 something. Hour before I go, I got like Phil Hartman on poker, or Bart Hand. I don't know, whoever wrote that Hartman poker handbook thing. Read that in
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read that in a diner for like an hour. Showed up to the game. Didn't have any concept of what underground games were. Second I walked in, I was the only woman except for the host. The host
Yep.
was there as a hooker. Every guy at the table got like furious that I was there. They were like, "We can't watch porn. What are we supposed to do? Nikki's not going to be able to give us blowjobs. We are very uncomfortable. We come here to get to escape from our wives, and suddenly you bring this J. Crew bitch into our world."
Ay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm like, "It's okay, guys. If you want to watch porn, you do whatever you want. You want to pay Nikki. I don't want to screw up her life. I'm just here for the fun." First hand, I get kings. I double up immediately.
I love it.
Right. And I'm like, "I am God. Clearly, I was born to play this game." And I flop a set on a flush draw board. And you know how you don't notice that the first time you flop a set?
Right.
Yeah. So I played that thing like there was no losing. And I, walked right into a flush. And so the guy stood up and yells, "Nuts!" and throws down his flush. And I muttered, "Asshole." and whole game stopped. I got thrown out.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I had
For
to go back.
standing up for yourself.
Yeah, I had to go back. I had to apologize. I had to get a lecture. And I hate to say this, but I haven't had too many Cokes, and I think I'm going to go throw up. So I'm going to run away real quick. I'll be back. Bye.
God bless her. Oh no, I hope she doesn't have the stomach flu. Uh-oh.
I
Yikes.
only came here for emotional support. I was just emotional support human showing up.
I like it. God bless her. Oh no. I hope she's not got that flu that's going around. It's miserable. Ay.
No, it's a rough day in the news.
Well,
You know.
it is a rough day in the news, that's for sure. We're going to stay off that topic
Yeah, no, I'm not going there.
only because it
Yep.
is only going to stress all of us out. We could just pray that
Yeah, no,
peace
for
is
sure.
found
No,
for
I'm not
everybody.
going there. I'm just saying, that's reality. I was here for support.
Yep.
She's having a rough day, and I was just here to hang out with her.
Yep. And Hex, how did you get started in poker?
Well, I was taught at the age of 19 by strippers. I used to be a bartender in my friend's strip club, and we used to hang out after hours, and they'd play cards. Well, I used
Why
to clean
did this
the bar.
not surprise me?
I know. And the lovely ladies, my friends, the strippers, taught me how to play, and they are some killers at the game, I can tell you. But yeah,
That's awesome.
that's how I learned. I learned with looking at boobies and cards. It's great.
Hex was in
Hell
heaven.
yeah, brother. Way to do it.
Hex was in heaven. Well, the first time I played in a card room was the Hard Rock Hollywood Tampa. And I actually won that tournament, and it was amazing. Like, I was so nervous playing in a real card room. Like, it's, you don't miss anything, right? Because you're so nervous, you're paying attention to everything. And I guess it paid off. But um, that poker room will always have a special spot.
Well, I have a favorite. The favorite place I ever played poker was in Dawson City. You know where that is?
Why do I feel like it's in like North Dakota or South Dakota? I don't know.
No, it's in the Yukon.
Oh, okay.
It's up near the Arctic Circle. It's
Oh, yeah, no.
an old gold mining town in the Yukon. It's all like timber, decking on every building. It's all the original buildings from the 1900s, and dirt streets and everything, and real life can girls still do shows every night. And I played poker in that room there one night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Donna, how about you?
How did I start off from poker?
Yeah.
I played Zynga poker for a bit, and then I decided to go out and do something in life, and did some crazy shit. Then after my mum died, obviously everybody should know the story by now. I'm not going over it again. Rizare, my best friend, who I met in a bingo chat when Caitlin was 2, turned round and said to me, "I'm in the Vegas final on Sky Poker. I want you to come and rail me," because obviously they had a chat box. And as you know me, I'm quite chatty anyway.
No, not you.
So I ended up railing, and she sent me some money to put on Sky. And that's how I started playing poker. They had this special game, and there was 4 tournaments in one night, and I played all 4, and it was funny because I'm saying I had all 4 screens up, and I'm like, when you first start off, you start off with 1. No, I didn't go for 1. I went for 4.
I love
So
it.
I'm going, fold this one, raise this one, call this one, fold that one. And then I started railing, and I was railing 20 tables at a time. So that's how I got to be known as the Queen of the Railers. I won a ticket free roll to the UKIP IPT at Just Till Dawn, and I'd never played live poker whatsoever. So we had this fake Sky Poker tour in Milton Keynes, and I remember I fried my phone, so I had to go and get a new phone before I went down there. And everybody welcomed me. It was really, really great.
Awesome.
First person to be knocked out was little Matty, and obviously I knocked him out.
I
So he
love
wasn't
it.
very happy with me. And a couple of weeks after that, I ended up at DTD. Everybody knew who I was, even though I didn't know them. And there was some big hitters on my table. And it was like I was like a rabbit caught in the headlights. And I remember TK saying, remember to announce your chips. If you need change, don't touch your chips. Let the dealer sort it out. The table was fantastic, but they knew I was a newbie, so they were bullying me. But
Right.
all I kept on thinking was, I need to make it past first level. Made it past first level, fantastic, great stuff. I need to make it to break. I made it to break, great stuff. I was quite happy just trundling along. I can't remember my hands now, too long ago. But I made it to the second break before I bust. And that to me was an achievement.
Right on.
So I was quite happy with that. I was free rolling. It didn't matter whether I made the money or not. I was just having fun.
Good for
And
you.
that's how I started in poker.
Good for you. All right. Blue, are you okay, love? Blue, are you okay, honey? We'll give her a few minutes to get back with us. God bless her. Hopefully she is. Nothing worse than being sick.
Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that was a good story, Donna. I was really I clung on, but I'm glad I made it.
Sarcastic fucker. But if it wasn't for poker, then I might not be here.
Well, you never know.
Greg,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
seriously, if it wasn't for poker, I wouldn't be here because the support I got
Right on.
from my family, my first ever family of poker friends, which is Sky Poker, especially with what I was going through at the time, and obviously my kids. But when you're in that kind of state, you don't think about anything else. Obviously, it was really, really bad. But they helped me through it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Right
Right
on.
on.
Yeah.
so
That's the
poker,
good thing. It's like poker's a social game, right? It introduces you to people that you otherwise wouldn't have ever spoken to in your life, in
but
sometimes convoluted ways.
yeah,
True.
yeah. But I will always attribute Sky Poker, and the guys there and the girls for saving my life.
Excellent.
Right
Good to
on.
hear.
Greg, what are you doing this weekend?
It's a work week, so just hanging out.
Chilling.
Another hour, couple of hours. Hey. Sorry.
I said you're chilling. What's the weather like right now? What season is it for you? Is it
We're coming into autumn.
okay?
Yeah, so it's just finally start. Like we had one cool night this week, which was, I mean, when I say cool, that's below 20 degrees, which I don't know what that is for you, but you know, anyway, yeah, no, it's just still been raining a lot, windy, starting to cool off, which is nice. Yeah.
Good. Good.
There was
Good. Good.
one last cyclone, but it petered out at sea and did a U-turn, so might be the last of it.
Oh, good. So safe and sound,
Yeah, yeah. Well, on the weather front, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yep. I
yeah.
hear you.
Hex, Hex, are you still there?
Yeah. Just listen to the ladies.
Yeah. Did you see that fine baked bean meal that I shared earlier?
Yes, you are a crazy man.
No, I missed it. Stick it in Jumbotron.
Don't stick it. It's gross.
You really? I'll send it to you personally.
You've already sent it. Oh, all right, you sent it to Donna. Okay. Yeah, I don't
Oh
need it to
no.
be resent.
You're
Yeah,
right.
no. I think I've used it enough, but yeah, I initially last night I reposted this thing and tagged you and Larry Fine, and then I don't somehow it didn't. Anyway, it got glitched out. I don't think any of you saw it, but anyway.
Well, I will
Yeah.
be glad that I didn't see it. If it's anything
Oh,
like
you don't worry. Yeah,
Hex's
it's pretty. It's
promoting.
pretty gross. Pretty
Ugh,
Oh,
gross.
it's not rude or crude. It's just turned my
Just
stomach to see it.
terrible.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
gross.
Just terrible.
Lewd,
You want,
rude, or crude.
you want me to describe it to you?
Ugh.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Really? Okay.
This
Okay.
reminds me a bit at school. I mean, we used to try and gross each other out
Well,
when we were at
Blue said,
lunch.
can someone start a space and just talk about silly stuff? So here we are.
That's right.
Let's go.
Here we are. And poor Blue is sick. God bless her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like we used to be at school and we used to be eating school dinners and we used to try and gross each other out and make each other sick.
Oh, well, you just chew your food up and open your mouth and show your friend.
Oh,
I remember that.
Ay, ay, ay.
Gross
Or it were
children
worse.
being gross. Yeah.
It were worse than that.
Oh God.
no, I don't even want to know, Donna. Jeez.
No, you don't.
This
So
isn't good for
depraved.
people suffering with stomach flu right now. Is this stomach flu just been vomiting, or is it
No,
is it both ends?
well, the ones that have had it here, it's been vomiting. But I
Uh,
don't know about other people. It affects people differently, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, Karen's had it. Matthew's had it.
Yep.
So Blue's got it.
these poker tournaments are like petri dishes, right? It's just germs everywhere by the sounds of it.
Just
Well,
a
it's nothing
colossal
new.
gathering of bacteria.
It's nothing new. It's been that
What
way
do you
for
think
30 decades or 30 years, right?
30
I
decades.
I think it's mental. I never used to be concerned about germs in poker rooms, but so all of a sudden it's like I've got that bloody what's it called?
Hand
The gym.
sanitizer.
That's it. Yeah, I've got that in my bloody man bag everywhere I go now.
Yeah. And guess what? That's one of the terrible side effects of the publicity during COVID, right?
100%.
Because we were all exposed to that shit long before COVID hit. We're going to be exposed to germy chips and cards and money and doorknobs and gas pumps the rest of our lives. Nothing's different.
You know what I hate? Is when
I'm
I see,
back.
Uh-oh.
hello, my darling, welcome back. I
Should all
hate when I see little girls and little boys in pristine things and they can't go out and play in mud.
Oh, yeah, no. Look, it reminds me. First of all, let's get to Blue. Are you okay, hon?
No, not at all. Not at
I'm
all.
sorry.
What's the matter,
I
darling?
That's totally okay. I'm learning how to play through adversity. That's a skill.
I had to change
Yeah.
our title here.
Apparently, if you eat unbaked cinnamon rolls and drink a lot of Diet Coke, your stomach might get upset.
Oh, God, that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
my
that was something I
God.
just learned.
Why would you
And
not bake them, love? You just like the dough?
I'm really not an adult.
Okay.
I
That's all
like
right.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
I will cut every corner possible
Oh, God.
to avoid cooking.
Yeah, when you told me cooking a real turkey was too much work, I just had to laugh.
Oh yeah, that was obscene. I don't even know what you were expecting out of me.
Oh, you
That was
asked.
well, I didn't think you were gonna, come back with like a 3-star Michelin guide about like, how I was gonna have to take things with tweezers and, check them every 6 seconds and make sure they were emotionally
Back the
stable.
truck up.
Take out its giblets. Honey sauce.
That may be just a little exaggeration, Greg.
Moi?
No,
Exaggerate?
no,
I have
you'd
no idea what
never.
you're talking about. No,
Yeah. No,
I
no.
am nothing but hardcore facts at all times.
Wow.
Yeah, so hardcore fact. Don't eat raw cinnamon rolls with Diet Coke.
This you should probably not do, right? Yeah.
Lesson learned. We're all
Yeah,
going to
and
learn from Blue today.
we did. And Blue lost one of her 3 games because of it.
Oh, shit.
That's okay.
Ugh.
Blue now has ace queen.
Get it, girl.
Blue has ace king suited also, where it matters.
Let's go.
If you have a 5, then you have a 5. Then you're as bad of a player as I am. Nope, you don't. Bye. All right, so I'm still in it for the 5,000, and I'm still in it for the 5 WPT packages.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get
Who's
one of
coming with
those.
me? Yeah, who's
Yeah,
coming with me if I
yeah.
win one of these?
I will.
Okay.
Me.
I gotta hold a pick me raffle,
Yes.
Yeah.
Or we could just split it all 3 ways.
or we could do that.
Oh my
I
God.
wanna try and figure out, is there a way that we can like pool our resources for the WSOP?
Always a way to pull resources, honey.
Like can't we like all come together and be like, these are the games that I know I can crush.
We can always come together for the
Come
WSOP.
together
You mean like
right
collusion?
now. No, I mean more
No.
like if there's 5,000, if there's $10,000 between 3 of us, then can we use that $10,000 between 3 people in a very smart way so that we all play to our advantages, right?
Yeah.
Like who knows? One of us might be great at
I
mixed
get it.
games. I'm like pure shit at mixed games. But if someone's like a fucking ringer and pooling our resources gets them, a $1,500 ticket to a mixed game at the WSOP, I'm willing to run the sweat.
Yeah, there are actually groups of people that do that kind of thing. And then when you bink something, a certain percentage goes back into the
Yeah,
pool,
exactly.
so to speak. Um, highly successful method of operation.
Yeah, because I mean, you're widening your field, and as long as the people are relatively honest. 5, 6, 7. No.
What? Oh,
I
right.
was playing a hand. Sorry.
Yeah.
Every
Gotcha.
every once in a while, I have to count out how close I am to a straight because I'm I am a good
Oh,
poker
I do
player,
the
but
same. I do the same thing. Yeah.
do you? I do it with my fingers sometimes under the
I
table.
I still use my
Not
fingers
that
under
bad,
the
but
table.
Y'all are cute.
I'm mid position, but they're giving me such fucking odds. Fine.
All right, ASG, go for it, bud.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. I was just asking. You got food poisoning? What's going on? I'm just seeing the title. That's all.
Oh
Sounds
yeah,
like it.
Blue had a momentary 300. That's a cute bet. No, go away. Blue had a moment where her tummy was like fuck off while she was playing multi-tabling, which she's not good at. So
But
she's lost.
but the truth of the story, but she's
Is she
focusing
was
on poker right now. The truth of the story is
she sat
She
on the
could be off
toilet and
to
listened to
cook.
you guys.
she ate raw cinnamon rolls with Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't think it's the Diet Pepsi that's the problem. But
No, the Diet Coke definitely like did not improve the situation.
Yeah. No, definitely not. You know, there's that. Yeah, there's a bit of a like
4,
yeast
5,
reaction
6.
going on there. Yeah, it
Ugh.
can be unpleasant.
Do you have fucking 7, 8? What do you have? All right, we're going for it.
Good luck.
Go get him, girl.
Oh, he has 4, 5. Fucker.
So what does that mean?
Oh.
He has 2 pair.
Okay, that's not good.
Have
And
you
he just
heard
got
from Alec
counterfeited out.
lately?
He just got counterfeited out. Motherfucker lost everything. Bye-bye.
Oh, Jesus, Blue.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Oh, I love
If I
you so
watch
much.
Twitch at all, I'd watch it. You know, I just can't bring myself to watch Twitch sometimes.
Greg.
It's totally reasonable. I can't bring myself to watch Twitch, and sometimes I stream on it. It was just a means for me to like hold myself accountable.
Yeah,
She's
fair
funny on
Wait, are
Twitch.
you streaming right now?
I
Are
am
you
not
streaming right
streaming
now?
right now, which I should because I got my hair done and like I look human again. But I'm sitting around in a sweatshirt that says "woof," and I have no makeup on.
But that's like you personified, right?
Me sitting around,
Greg,
just
she is amazing in real life.
No. I just mean Twitter interactions. Like, you know, woof is it's just something you say. You know.
oh yeah, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's got a big paw print on it, and it says "woof." Because where I work, the way that you express your attraction to another individual is you give them a woof.
Oh,
So I have
right.
so I've got like woof swag, and it's
Okay.
great because obviously like I
See,
build
I get
apps for.
confused. I'm never sure whether the woof means like, oh, woof, yeah, or woof, like, you know, like a dog, like, woof, fuck off.
I
Like,
have this
stay away.
conversation. Yeah, no, I have this conversation daily because I'm like, isn't it a little weird to like send somebody a paw print and kind of be like, yeah, I want to fuck you. Here's a dog hand. And they're like, you don't understand gay men. I'm like, okay. Do you guys have like a thing for dog paws? Like, what does that mean? But apparently it's a big
So
it's a
you
big deal.
have King 9?
Yeah, no, the dog paw thing is real. Uh, the best is that they made football jerseys we have football jersey swag. So one of the apps I run is called Scruff, and I showed up to a commerce game during the football playoffs wearing a football jersey that said Scruff, and then in the back it said Woof 69, and I had like 50 people being like, "Who the hell is the Scruff team? Who's this Woof player?
That's
What
hilarious.
is this?" And I was just like, "You're not gay." And then finally one guy was like, "I know Scruff," and I was like, "You're gay."
Damn, so Gaydar's like on point, is it?
I build apps for queer people. There's nobody
Oh, right.
straight is looking at my
Okay.
fucking app.
Shit,
The second you tell me you know my app, I'm like, oh, so you're sexually positive, cool.
What? Fuck, I've lost my train of thought.
Poor Greg. You got him there.
Okay, let's
Hey,
really
Big
get you.
Ed.
Let's really get you. So, Greg, Australia is one of my biggest test markets. So if you ever feel like you just want to cruise, but you don't want to leave your house, go to bkdr.com and you will
What?
find every single person who wants to fuck within a 5-mile radius.
Send me this app. Send me this link.
Say it fast
Can you
enough.
send that to me too, please, Blue? Because I'm a little out of practice.
bkdr.com.
BKDR.
Okay, now Greg and Big Ed,
I
we
take
are.
no responsibility. You're going to see a bunch of buttholes, and
Wait
that's
a
not
minute.
my fault.
I'm going to
Okay.
tell the two gentlemen we
I'll check
expect
it
a full report back after you visit that site.
BKD.
Sherry, I will be an open book. Don't you worry about that.
We'll see if it's like, is this one of those
I'll
like
put it in the
non-legitimate ones,
comments.
or is it like, you know, like, yeah? I mean, they're all
Please
not
post the
legitimate.
link. I'm going to check it out. Please, please, please.
All right. Hold on. I'm trying, I'm multi-tabling here. It's a lot of work.
So really quick, Blue, I just wanted to, I hopped in like last half of the combo. Fucking great. Thank you so much. I love coming into spaces like this, but honestly, when you say woof to someone, you could be taken as two ways. If depending on the tone of your voice, I would be cringing, or I'd be like, oh, really? I'm not, it really depends on the tone.
I know. I'm gonna build. I either might buy or build a lesbian app, and I'm thinking to keep it in tune with our animalistic vibe. I'm thinking of doing meow and little like cat meows. Meow.
You're so funny.
I am so gonna follow you, Blue, because I'm gonna need your help in the future.
I don't know if you want to follow me. I go from being like incredibly raunchy to like achingly political with bad
Yeah,
spelling.
yeah, it's a rough road. You know, Lou's been
Greg's
following me
like,
for a
yes,
long time,
I'm
but I had a
exhausted.
period. I had a period there where I unfollowed her because it was just like, what the fuck. But then the more I've spoken, okay, all right, okay, right. I'll give, I'll let you back in. Well, now I'll let you know.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
totally. Like I'm upfront about it. That's why sometimes before I go on a rant, I'm like, it's a mute alert. Go ahead, turn me
yeah,
off.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. I wouldn't want to listen to me either.
yeah, exactly. Chime in if you know, if you dare, or if you don't dare, don't.
Um, but
Blue
yeah, what I'm
followed me already. I'm impressed. I was like, oh shit, she already followed me. I had no idea. Sorry, Blue.
okay. I am following you.
There you go.
Love it.
I have been following you. It seems for a while. You're a visionary, a deep thinker, a dreamer, a
Yes,
leader,
yes. All
a
that good
crypto
stuff.
fan.
Sagittarius, baby. You know how we go.
I do.
A joker, a smoker, a midnight toker.
A
That's on my
midnight
poker playlist.
toker.
All of the
Yep.
above. All of the above.
I straight up always on my playlist. It's the fourth song. You don't have a king. I don't want to believe you. Okay, I believe you though.
Oh my God, you're so fucking hilarious.
Well,
I love it when Blue's on one,
Oh yeah,
when
yeah,
she's
yeah,
I mean,
angry,
She
I
goes.
yeah.
yeah,
especially in real
yeah,
life.
yeah. Well, when you're raised by feral
No,
creatures,
my my
you're
my lidar for good people around this Twitter sphere has been pretty good so far. That's all I'll say.
I actually like everyone. I mean, there are a few that I think could take a break. What I like most about it is there are definitively people that like we share very separate sort of ideologies on certain things and thoughts on certain things, which I find very interesting. And oddly, the people that I disagree with the most politically are the ones that I love the most on Twitter in like this whole poker spaces thing because the maturity and just the ability to like have civilized discussions and sort of be like, I think what I think, you think what you think, but we all think human beings are cool. I actually really enjoy. That's
Amen,
been one of the
sister.
greater things. Yeah.
That's how we used to have conversations, wasn't
There you go, Sherry.
it? That's how we used to have conversations.
Yeah, I
Unfortunately, we've
appreciate.
gotten away from that.
Yep, we're tribal. We're totally tribal. And I can be that way for sure. But I think it's one of the more interesting things that Poker Spaces has done for me. Because reality is, I think if like Sherry, if you and I just interacted on Twitter and in no other way, I would have been like, I'm blocking you.
Of course. Of course. Of
Because
course.
like I'm immature and I don't want to deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. And guess what? Those that block me, God bless them. Their
Yeah,
opinion
but
of me
yeah.
doesn't
But that,
matter,
that's
right?
that's what the spaces have done. They've added this third dimension to it all. You know, and yeah, the tribalism, as brutal as it is at times, it has to happen. You know,
Yeah.
there's only one way to progress. And we're going
Yeah.
through it. We're right at the root of it, all changing, and so
That's called adult conversations. If you
yep.
can't have them, without name calling and, stooping below the belt, then,
Oh, look, you guys know the depths of the depravity that I went to with some
Oh, I
people.
do, and I've been through the same thing, Greg, and I still was kept my composure. I get it, buddy.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of you have witnessed me losing my shit lately, and yeah, it's not how I want to be remembered.
I
But
lost
real,
my
real.
shit and I don't care. But I've chilled out a lot now. So
she's
I don't
lying. But anyway,
I don't come in as hot as I used to. I'm quite chill and laid back right now.
Yeah, we're going through a chill phase now. This is a
you're
nice.
welcome, Donna.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Sherry
my
just
darling.
swooping in. Sherry swooping in. So
Yeah.
speaking thinking of surreal things that happen on Spaces. Is no, he's not. Okay, so last night during, a search for things to listen to while I multi-table badly, I happenstanced upon the Eden Ryan Garcia space, mostly because the title was like something
Jesus
along
loves
the
me.
line. It was something about a tribute to Jesus. And I was like, I don't
For
know
the
what to
sake of the
expect.
world, I hope anybody in that space found Jesus. God bless
Oh,
them.
good Lord, Sherry.
God
No,
bless
so
them. Don't miss
people
the
did.
point here, Ed.
People absolutely. So yeah. So if you've ever listened to Eden, I want you to imagine this. One, he was quiet. He barely spoke. He really just only acted as somebody who let people up and didn't, which was mind blowing. And they did. They would talk intermittently about Bible verses, and then explain how those Bible verses made MMA fighting completely acceptable.
He did it. He did a
Oh,
great job. He did a
just
great
right.
job of being.
Say
No, he did
what
a
now,
great
Blue?
job of being
Yeah.
the
So like
two
1 minute
IC to an absolutely deranged lunatic. Yeah,
it was
he fits perfectperfectly.
bizarre. It was so. I was like, is this Eden? Like Eden? Like I had to click it a couple of times because I was like, I think someone's reading Corinthians right now, and I'm really fucking confused. And then Ryan Garcia would be like, yo, I step into the ring, I'm gonna break your fucking face. Hail Jesus. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do here. But if they do it again, I highly recommend it.
Oh my God. I won't be wasting my time, but I
Look.
appreciate the
Actually, I
little
think it's
update
happening
about
while
it.
we're speaking. Like that, I was listening to it, and then I saw you guys. I came in as your emotional support human, Blue. I literally came from another one, and I just listened. It was the first time I listened to it. I just went, "Oh my God, this guy's off his rocker," and Eden just fits perfectly as his mental co-host. Like,
It was crazy, right? It was amazing.
All right. We're going to change the
not
subject, but I'm
amazing.
going to
I'm
give,
saying it's insane. It's insanity. Like,
Yeah. I find insane and amazing to be the same thing.
all right, Kaka, what you got, bud?
What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm eating some edibles. I find it really interesting. Sorry. I find it really interesting that after all the bullshit and Eden and like the sensitive, and I'm sure I won't do this to you. I just wanted to voice this. All the sensitive, the topics and discussions, and yet Ryan Garcia is putting tweets out about people kissing
Uh-oh, you're in the matrix, Kaka.
other holding
Oh,
up.
the salient point is gone.
Wait a minute, Kaka, hold on, bud. We missed after the word Eden. You were in the matrix. Sorry.
I didn't even think he said Eden. I thought he was just talking about
Or
Garcia. I
Garcia.
don't know.
I'm sorry. Whatever. I'm sorry. I was trying to do something at the same time he was in the matrix. So I was just trying to catch him to let him know that he was in the matrix. Sorry. Thanks, ACG. ASG. Oh my God, what a shit show.
You guys.
Oh, Kaka, you're in the matrix, bud. Oh, sorry, bud.
So, Sherry, quick.
I'm driving. Can you hear me now, guys? I apologize. I didn't.
Yes, we can hear you. So you may want to start again. Oh, bummer. Now we cannot hear you.
So I went on bkdr.com. Oh boy, that is not for me, Blue. Not for me. Shame on
Not yet.
you.
Not yet. Not
No,
yet.
never, Blue, never.
What do you mean?
Well, at
What do
least
you
you looked.
mean?
At least you are dealing with the facts, and so there you go.
I mean,
Yeah,
now I know what BKDR stands for because, I put two and two
backdoor.
together. No, thank you.
No, don't look at it that way. It's just starting out. I'm gonna get women on there and a whole bunch of other people.
Well, the title, the title page does not look very inviting for somebody like me. That's all. I'll be very polite and
Yeah,
say,
no, you don't have to be polite. It's not gay. I mean, if you're not gay, it's not
yeah,
geared
I'm not
towards
gay.
you right
So,
now.
yeah, no.
Then it would be. I imagine you would look at it and be like, "Oh my God,
Yeah, backdoor.com. I mean, that's pretty much what. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing but buttholes. Nothing but buttholes. That's But think about it from the perspective of a job.
Sure,
That's
sure. Hey, look, if you love that stuff, I mean, God bless. Live and let live. Not for me personally.
exactly. I just
Very.
love the fact that I have a job where I can sit around and say things like, "I know how sex parties work. I can build something to make cuddle puddles on a map. Don't lecture me."
I mean, listen, all those,
He's the
young
expert.
strapping bucks, Blue, they're very in good shape. Their butts look very, very in good, like they work out. Just not for me.
Yeah, I've been. This is also part of the big push here is that we love a hot, young, highly shredded, hairy man. And I have tried to explain to people that there are more than that in the world. It's very interesting how men are just as much a victim of the beauty myth as women. They're very, like, very, very concerned about it. But yeah, no, half the reason I'm there is to expand it out to women and to stop making it be like just hot, hairy guys.
With very
'Cause-
strong buttocks.
well, I mean, yeah, a nice butt is kind of a thing.
I mean, I walk 3 miles a day. I get it. I'm just not as in shape as those guys because they're all like half my age. But yeah, I get it.
I don't know how old you are, but we do have a group of people between 40 and 60.
47, but that's okay.
Okay.
I'll wait for you when you bring some women on there for the heterosexual men.
I'm
You let me know.
fucking dying here. Literally fucking dying.
My entire existence is about getting people laid. Oh, I just counterfeited you too. Ha ha. Sorry.
What's your chip stack look like, Miss?
27 out of 424. So,
Nice. Nice. I like
yeah,
it.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. If they
Atta
keep
girl.
if they keep making these boards play the way they are, then I'm heading to Montreal.
Oh,
Um,
playground. Isn't that the playground?
Yeah.
yeah. I
Very
think I
cool.
play for that tomorrow. I don't know which one this is for.
Okay.
They just hit their jackpot a couple of weeks
Oh
ago.
no, they're bad beats.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was it was gigantically in the millions again.
oh, I know. I was just talking to somebody about it. Damn it.
Have you ever won one of those? Like high hands, rack
Oh,
attacks?
let me tell you something. I have a bad beat story that brought me nightmares. In Biloxi, go to play poker,
I'm
and
laughing, sorry.
sitting at the table, and these two guys are in a big hand. The pot's growing. It's a 1-2 table, and the pot probably has $300-400 in it. Heads up, and they still have chips behind. And I can't remember what the board was exactly, but it was like ace, ace. Maybe it was ace, ace, jack, or it was jack, jack, ace. I don't remember. But anyway, we get to the river, and it is clear as day on the board that this is a possible bad beat hand, and from the betting that's going on. So all of us are sitting there quietly, and this guy that's first to act jams in his last $300 or $400, whatever it is. And this gentleman that he's heads up with, unbeknownst to us until after the hand, sat there for about a minute and tanked and folded his cards upright. And the other guy and we're like, oh my God. And then the guy that pushed all in tabled his hand upright, and it was a bad beat. It was like aces full of jack, or no, it was, yeah, aces full of jacks versus quad jacks. And we're all like, oh my God, it's a bad beat. Why did you raise the guy all in?
Oh
And
my
this,
God, kill me now.
and the guy goes, the gentleman that folded was looking at us like we were nuts. Like he didn't have a clue what we were talking about. But the guy that did it was a local. And so I was sitting with like, there were like 4 or 5 other locals at their table. They were furious. They start cussing him out. What the fuck's wrong with you, you stupid ass? You just saw costed all of us money, blah blah blah. And he's like, well, I was worried he was gonna catch um quad aces, right? And we're like, that's exactly what you wanted him to do, you stupid fuck. Like, what is this? Is like you could have won thousands of dollars. Now you're winning $400. They were ballistic. And I was like, oh my God. I will probably never for the rest of my life be that close to a bad beat jackpot. Ugh, nightmares.
Holy fuck, are you done?
And I'm going to tell you, the guy that
That's really
folded,
bad. That's
it
really
was
bad shit.
horrible. The guy that folded
Like,
was from another country, so he didn't even know that there was such a thing as a bad beat jackpot. So he had no clue. He just folded his, aces full of jacks.
well, I probably
Oh
wouldn't have known either
shit!
because, like, in the on the East Coast, at least until recently, no, even still now, like that doesn't even come close to qualifying. So, like, I have to like remember when I go to Vegas or
Right.
California, or whatever, that their qualifications are so much lower
Well, and the
than
thing
what I'm used to.
a lot of casinos do is they lower the qualifications every week or every 2 weeks if it's not going off, is what a lot of places do. So it'll start with aces full of kings, and maybe a month from now they'll be like, okay, now let's make it aces full of queens. And then another month goes by, aces full of jack. And they just keep lowering it because they want it to go off. But this,
Oh, this is the opposite. Like
oh,
in Atlantic City, before, especially before things died down,
right,
like I don't know when things, I don't know, it gradually died down post Black Friday, but let's say up until 2015, 2010, or whatever, um, all the casino different properties in AC, whether you were the Taj or Harrah's or whatever, people, especially the regs, would go to your casino if your bad beat jackpot was high.
right,
So they wanted it to not hit,
right.
or they wanted to have a huge amount in reserve.
Right. And there
Uh,
are a lot of places that still go by that thinking, but there are a lot of places that lower it. And it may be every 2 or 3 months. I don't know what the matrix is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that they do lower it then that's when you're going to find something like aces full of jacks as a qualifier, is when in one of those rooms. And that
So
was IP in Biloxi. And I'm going to tell you, these locals, they were relentless on that guy. They would not let him live it down. It was terrible. But anyway,
so yeah, so I'm seeing the article March 22nd. The playground hit for 1.8 million.
I was just telling somebody about that stupid bad beat the other day. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's over 1 million. Oh, maybe it's over 100,000. I don't remember. But anyway, I'm happy somebody won it. God bless them. Okay, we're gonna take a little chance on a interesting account, and here we go. Don't prove me wrong there.
Oh, so
So,
All right, you're never gonna believe who this is.
oh, is
this is Soheb's burner.
so, is this your burner?
No, this is my real account. I don't have a burner.
Oh,
This is my permanent account. So
okay.
follow back and retweet for awareness.
Okay. So, did you get rid of the other account or what?
Sherry, a simple click will give you the information that you need to know.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, I see Maddie down there. Maddie S., you want to come and tell us how you're doing at the.
I like the RFK for New Mexico. The different people.
Come on, it's funny.
So the main guy who won got 984,000 Canadian dollars, and then the guy who won the hand got 492,000 Canadian dollars.
That's amazing.
Sure, I just wanted to confirm with ASG because I used to play in Atlantic City all the time because I'm from Jersey, and they would start at quad jacks and move down every few days to then full houses. But this is back 10, 12, 13 years ago at Caesars before they shut their poker room down. But they shared that with a couple other casinos like Showboat,
Oh
Bally,
yeah. Yep. Yep.
and whoever was on the table won a piece of that. I won one time. I won $400 just by being on the table because
Yep.
I hit on like a Friday night. It was awesome.
It's very cool. I'm gonna tell you that Best Bet not only had a bad beat jackpot that was over, I'm pretty sure $750,000, and it didn't go off for a long time. And when it did, they changed the way they did bad beats because they didn't like having that much money in a bank account waiting to be paid out, so to speak. So now they start the bad beat at, I want to say it's at 20,000, and then once it goes to 30,000, that's the highest it'll go until it goes off. And I kind of think that's kind of bullshit because they're still pulling the bad beat out of each pot. And so now that money's in a bank account just, collecting interest. And I don't like the way they do that. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. All right, we're going to try it again. Go ahead, so. Or not.
So what's up?
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Who the fuck are you?
Did your main account get banned, or is this like what? Yeah, what happened?
Dudes in the Matrix looks like.
All righty, here we go. How you doing on those tables, Blue?
What? What happened? What I missed?
I said, how you doing on those tables?
I busted out of the 5K. I am still in the. I'm 37th in the WPT passport. So I am doing okay, although I'm getting bored and distracted.
Okay, let's not do that now.
I know, I
We need you to
know,
kick ass. Come on.
I know. It's
Donna
so
and I are
hard.
counting on it. Come on.
Online, it just doesn't feel real. It just doesn't feel. Anybody on here like a big online player and can give me some
Yes.
guidance?
Well, God, guidance. Sherry, you're a big online player too, though. You have
No,
guidance
Just
for her?
guidance on how to take it seriously.
no, 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 no,
Like,
no, no, no. I'm not a bit onliner. No, no, no. ASG or Avi. That is definitely. I did play online for a couple of years, way, way, way back, just to learn the game of poker better. So no, I am not the one. Go ahead,
So,
Avi.
good, Abby.
Yeah, leave me out. I'm just doing my free month of GG or whatever Club GG that I won on some contest. But otherwise, I also am not an online player.
I
Okay.
mean, I
Hey,
play online all the time, Blue, and honestly, the only time it gets interesting is when you're in the money or close to in the money at a late reg and you know you got a good stack. So, for me, otherwise it's boring as shit, to be honest with you.
yeah, no, I feel like I'm watching grass grow.
Wait, Blue, was there a question or something? Or just general online?
I don't know how to keep like when I play live, it's very easy for me to keep myself in the zone, right? I'm with a whole bunch of people, they're all in my face. I've got people staring at me with like daggers of hatred. Online, I'm looking at somebody who's representing themselves as a fuzzy donkey. and another illustration of a dude with a backwards hat. Like, I can't take this seriously. I feel like I'm playing Fallout.
Well, I mean, honestly, Blue, if you're on the same table for a long time with the same people, you get to know their betting patterns online and kind of what they do in certain situations. Plus, you take notes. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're in a big tournament.
All of my notes say these people cheat.
I can't help you then. That's the only thing that I can tell you that I do.
I gotta figure out a way to just remember that it's money.
Yeah, when I played on Poker Stars, my icon used to be. You remember Strong Bad?
No,
Anybody?
No.
no.
Nope. Don't remember it.
Homestar? No. Anyway, it was an online webcomic, and so my profile pic was his sidekick character, whose name was The Cheat.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just
Blue, do you
because I
play on ACR at all?
no, I'm banned.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then I
That's
can't help
okay.
you there because I got a couple free roll tickets to win a Venom ticket in the big tournament, so that's gonna be exciting.
I can
So
get
that
myself unbanned. I can get myself unbanned.
Well,
I can
get
get
yourself
myself unbanned. I
unbanned.
can
They
put in the
probably gave you
effort.
tickets. They gave everyone tickets.
Oh, maybe I need to go look.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get
Sherry. I
myself
mean,
unbanned. I'll create a new email address and use different
so
cards.
here's the thing, guys. I got in this format, right? Tomorrow at 7 o'clock my time, which is Central Mountain Time, you're allowed to enter with a special free roll ticket. You can't just buy in, which was, put in my inbox. You can only do one re-entry. Then they have another one a week later. You have 2 shots to get into the Venom. Top 3 get Venom tickets. That's fucking exciting, man. I mean, I've done it
I
before.
haven't played on ACR since last year, and I just did it because I wanted to just try it so I would know what people were talking about, just kind of educate myself a little bit. But I will definitely pull it up if I can find my password and see if I have a ticket. I'll do it.
Well, you should have 4 because everyone got 4. So,
Okay, I'll look it up.
I definitely didn't.
well, I'm
Blue,
sorry, Blue. I'm trying to help here.
Blue, why did you get
Oh
banned
no!
from
I know.
ACR?
So why what?
Why are you banned from ACR?
Because I shared a bankroll with someone that was on my card, and they tilted when they lost, and they called up and they said that it was fraudulent.
Oh shit!
So
Not good.
yeah, so ACR is like, yeah, no, you can go away now. I don't
Damn.
share a bankroll with that person anymore.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't share a bankroll with
Whoops.
anybody.
All right, Dan Smith, what you got for us? Any advice for Blue?
Yes, Blue. I play a lot of online poker, and you have to learn to stay in the moment. You can't be thinking about what if I win it or something else going on that night. And the way I do that is where I'm playing, I might have a particular chair that is in my view. And anytime I look at that chair, it reminds me to stay in the moment.
That's
Okay.
actually pretty damn good advice.
Yeah, I like that. It's funny live when I start to get crazy and antsy and lose my mind, which is often. Um, I do the 4 count breathing exercise. I wonder if I could do that here. Do you guys ever do the 4 count breathing? Hold
So,
on.
is it 4 breaths and then a shot of
oh
vodka?
yeah.
What?
Inhale 4 counts through the nose, hold 4 counts. Exhale 4 counts through the mouth, hold 4 counts.
They call
Do
it
it for
body
60
breath in
seconds.
yoga.
I
Yeah,
just use my Lamaze breathing.
probably the same thing. They both
Probably.
reset the they both reset the
Yep.
whatever nervous system so that you're not like
Parasympathetic.
freaking out. Thank you. That's what it's called. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh, I have a gut shot.
Wait, Blue,
But
you are
okay.
from New York?
I'm open ended with a weird gut shot.
Don't chase, Blue. Be careful. Don't chase.
I don't chase. Believe me. If it's
The
one thing
double entendre there was huge.
I
Wow.
fucking like gut shots. Yeah, see, like he just no. Goodbye. I'm up. No. You have a king. I don't need to chase. I'm good. You enjoy.
Donna, check your messages, please.
Hey, Greg, do you like Grimes?
Don't know the music
Yeah,
at all.
done.
Thank you, love.
But it
How are you open-ended with a gunshot? Did I misunderstand what happened there?
Board was 6, 7, 8. I had 3, 5. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got shot.
Oh,
Still
you're at the
open ended.
lower end. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
dangerous.
exactly.
Oh, so you were just open. The 3 actually didn't hit.
Yeah, I just like saying that. Why can't I just talk shit? Why can't I make mistakes when I talk about poker? I have earned the right to call trips a set. God damn it.
And let me tell you something. And don't anyone in this room take offense, but nothing gets me more upset at a poker table than a dealer correcting a player that, oh, that's not a set, those are trips, or that's not trips, that's a set. Does it really matter? If this is a new poker player, just let it go. Even if it isn't a new poker player, let it go.
All right, agreed. But
Let it go. Let
Yeah,
it
but
go.
also, Sherry, the delivery could be a little bit, more compassionate than just correcting someone.
Well, but
What's the
it's
Yeah,
not
fucking
Bobby
difference? It's
necessary.
3.
3 fucking cards. It's
It's not
3
necessary.
fucking cards. You have 3 of
So,
a kind.
you know what that's what I'm going to start calling it. 3 of a kind. I got 3 of a kind.
Like, come on. I
But
get it all the
honestly,
time.
it's just, to me, it's just a useless flex by somebody.
Yeah, I'm constantly getting advice, lectures,
Yeah, it doesn't
various
matter.
discussions.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
yeah, I'm cool with it. Like you can talk all you want. I still am going to win. Um,
I just don't like it when the dealers especially do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
yeah.
leave the, like, dude or lady. There's no reason to correct the person. Nothing is coming out of that. Like, nothing positive is coming out of that.
it's like correcting someone's grammar on fucking Facebook.
Exactly. I'm not writing a business letter. This is a fucking Facebook or tweet post.
I have 3 of a kind.
It's like, God. I've wrote many legal documents in my life and contracts. And, if you think I'm worried about if my grammar on a tweet is correct,
All right.
forget about it.
You ready,
Yeah,
Well, I
guys?
mean,
I'm
Sherry, to
not.
be
I'm not.
fair, I don't
Hang
add
on.
commas just to fit shit in because you only have a certain amount of, letters to use. So
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about the grammar police that, will go under somebody's tweet and say, oh my goodness, if you would have just spelled it correctly or used proper grammar, maybe I could go along with your
Yeah,
tweet.
look, we leave these Neanderthals in the dust, Sherry. We don't worry about people like
I'll
that.
totally do that.
You
If
know?
I
Yeah.
think it's somebody
Co-
who's an asshole, I will totally Nazi grammar them.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, but
Despite
you
the
know
fact that
what?
like I
Coherent
should not.
Yeah, but you know what?
Coherent Deep provides a valuable resource to the community. Coherent Deep.
But you know what, Blue? When you do that, then you become what you just complained about,
Yeah, of
someone
course.
being an asshole.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not,
Oh,
Sherry, I
look,
have
look,
done that
nothing
uh,
so many
productive there.
times.
look.
Oh my
I
God.
want to speak from the perspective of a man living in northern Australia, rural Australia, a small town. Like where like sort of like Facebook is the way that the local people at least, get most of their information. And the level of fucking fucking dumbness that I see on there just. I can't even participate anymore, but but you know, at least it's a little bit more intellectual over here.
Wait, so hold on, Greg.
I
Are
will
you
correct
saying that they
spelling.
still use MySpace and Friendster in your neighborhood?
No, I'm not. I'm saying Facebook is a real thing in rural Australia. It's like because it's the way that people.
Facebook is the real thing everywhere.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
But
No, I
Facebook.
it's a
know,
different
but
thing.
it's like a really important thing. Like as much as I hated it, it is the only way that most of the people in the community are actually connected. Like most people are like
Well, yeah, that's what
not
Facebook is
signing up
for.
to
Is for
X.
community.
But-
Well, Twitter and Facebook are
and
two
then like
different
try to
things
get
for
to
two
know
different.
someone in your general area over X. Like it's fucking hard, I tell you.
Facebook
Yeah,
is a
the
fifth
purpose
of
of
the
X
human
or
population.
Twitter is not to get to know somebody in your area.
No, well,
Yeah,
eventually it's going to kind of have to be because I think anyway. Blah.
No, it's never going to be. That's not the purpose of it. That's not like
Well,
yeah.
what how it
anyway, blah.
builds.
Fucking
That's
sidetrack. Don't worry about it. Like, but
like I'm never going to talk to my friends over Twitter.
He
who
wants you
knows?
to.
Who
I
knows,
mean, that's
man?
what he wants it to do. He wants this to become. I
Yeah.
equate it to Ready Player One. He's
Okay.
the
Go ahead.
he wants to build his own sort of virtual existence,
Yeah.
which I get.
And it's not his
Yeah.
own. He's veering of anybody that like AI is a thing, right? It's going to happen one way without him or not. But what he's trying to avoid is like the totalitarianism of it, you know, like. But like anyway, who knows how it's going to go? Like it's so wild and out there and so different to anything we've known in the past. I'm just hanging on and trying to have a good time as it goes by.
Isaac Asimov was before his time.
Greg, the pendulum will swing. What I just because I do this all freaking day. What I'll tell you is because of COVID, Gen Z, even though they were brought up on the internet, it became their entire method of socialization. Um, and as a result, that generation very much does not want to live in a world where everything is online in this capacity. They
Yeah.
crave actual human contact now.
That difference is like it's huge in me, you know, like because I
Yep.
crave the past, but like I'm aware of the future. It's like it's a huge tear of the soul. It's like it's gut wrenching, right?
So, Greg,
Yeah.
real serious question. I really do apologize about cutting everybody off, but are you still friends with Tom on MySpace?
I never joined MySpace.
I'm sorry, couldn't help myself there. That was just too easy. I apologize.
No, I
But
heard about
carry on.
Facebook in 2008. Like I was like, what? What's this shit?
Dude, I did so well on MySpace when it came to dating back in the day. Oh my God, I cleaned up. I mean, Blue, if you were
Oh,
doing stuff back then, man, you could have made
I
a
don't need to
killing.
know about this, man. I really don't.
Oh, it was 2008, 7. Come on, Greg. We were kids.
Yeah, whatever.
I
I was
see
just
too.
snowboarding and having a
I
good
think,
time
yeah.
and fly fishing in the summer. Like, you know, come on, man.
Allison wrote a book on internet dating and cybersex. Or Blue did. That's now you know my name. So
You did.
yes, I have. There you go. Now you know my
You're
name.
blowing your own cover.
So yeah,
Allison, aka Blue Steel.
no, Klein blue. That's my favorite color. Yeah, if you were hooking up on MySpace, that's impressive. That's impressive.
I mean, I was like in my 20s, so I mean, it was pretty easy, you know? And I'm not a bad looking guy per se, so it wasn't that hard.
I'm not a bad looking guy. It wasn't that hard.
Where
Ah,
did Hextopian go? I
He's
thought he.
come back. He's
He's
down
right.
in the
He's right
goo.
below you. He's
Oh, there
down
he
there.
is.
Yeah. G'day.
He must have had something to do. I'll send him a request because he misses us.
the real question is where did my weed of the month box delivery go?
Uh
What?
oh. Are you sure you want to
Someone
try
got
that after
lucky.
puking?
No, I always play. I play stoned pretty often. Otherwise, I'll get violent with people.
So here's the problem, Blue. If your neighbor caught onto your box and smoked it all, would there be any evidence left?
Well, the good news is I just found it. I just found the box. I just found the box. I'm gonna choose some edibles.
Imagine her
Okay.
on edibles.
Edibles are nothing. I can do cookies and cream. I can do elderberry. I can do apple bliss.
So, Blue, when you're on the final table and they kick in like 40 minutes, you can be able to handle that or what?
I'm totally fine. If one one I'm a drug addict, so I smoke my dope then anyway.
I've seen Blue on edibles.
Totally fine. I love you, Blue.
Donna's seen it. Donna knows. Donna knows it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. That's all
It's
good.
coming.
It's
I've
common
seen
knowledge.
it.
Common knowledge these days.
But if I'm at a final table and I'm still like high or I'm in like a peak high, I get myself into this weird mental state where I believe I could read people's minds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 100%.
I start to like watch them and think like I actually know what's going on.
But you couldn't
But
understand me.
Psilocybin maybe, but
yeah,
definitely not weed.
it's not. I've played on mushrooms. I have played on mushrooms. I don't
Yeah,
recommend
it's
it.
quite interesting, isn't it? You're like, damn.
Yeah, it's
I
not
just
the
saw
fun game you
straight
think
through
it
to
is.
his soul.
Okay, so how did you do playing on mushrooms?
I won, but I was playing with a bunch of people who were on cocaine.
There you go. I mean, fucking like walk in the park. It's like, like taking candy from a baby at that point.
So there's a home game that I stopped playing, but there's a home game out in Los Angeles run by a guy named Doug, who used to be like either a roadie or a producer or somebody in the metal music.
Right.
So he has the house of the drummer of Anthrax, because they were like really close. So he bought his house.
Okay.
Inside that house, he's turned it into a home game. And he has
Right.
outfitted it to be just a pure fucking den of sin. So hanging from the ceiling is like spray cocaine, and you can pull it from a bungee cord.
What?
Swear to God. Everybody gets their own glass dish with their
What?
bag, and they sit
Wow.
there at the table with like their own little thing. And
Wait a minute.
it is categorically the weirdest group of people. They're terrible. They're absolutely awful.
Are you hallucinating right now?
No,
No.
I'm
How
not.
many edibles have you had today? No,
I
I'm just kidding.
just I just ate
But
two. Look, if
This
you
is in
guys
this is
ever
in LA.
any of you come to LA, I can take you to it. I take
Yeah,
everybody.
I can attest for that.
so
For
tell
what?
me this.
Yes.
I have 10 questions running through my head all together.
Yeah.
Ask
And
them
I'm
all. I'm
sober.
an open book.
Tell me this. When you go to that home,
Yeah.
like, do you take an overnight bag because you're going to be there for a week or what?
No. So when I go, I've only played on mushrooms once there. I go because I don't do cocaine and
Yeah,
I
that's good.
don't drink.
That's
Right.
good.
And there's nothing better than showing up to this guy's house at
Yeah.
11 o'clock where his 1-3 game turns into 2-5.
Right.
And there's a dude named Mike who just
Okay.
celebrated his 51st birthday and is so
Right.
fucking high that
Okay.
he's playing 2-5 and putting like 100 pre with 10-2.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm sober while they're just like, I can't believe it, you played that. Yeah.
Sherry, I can attest to this. I have played on a table full of people. All I did bunch of lines, and I was the only one not doing them. Yes, I was drinking. All chatterboxes, but horrible poker players.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
mean and they're like obnoxious. Like for a
Wow.
while I was banned because I didn't share a joint.
Oh my
Like
god.
yeah, like the etiquette of these
That's just
games
ferocious.
it is like, because I come from a world where like when I used to play house games, I played with the mob and you played your game and you weren't an idiot. You actually didn't do a ton of drugs because these people will like rape you and take all of your money.
Whoa.
Well, they won't rape you like physically, but I mean, they will take all of your money. You will go outside, you will
Well,
get
yeah.
robbed.
Yeah.
Like that's just that.
True.
And when I came out here, because it was legal, all of the home games were just basically like brothels,
Mm-hmm.
like brothels and drug dens. And I know the really high stake ones they say aren't, but like just even mid stakes, I'd show up and I'd be like, why do I have a stripper pole? Like, what is that gonna do to the game? And then like some 900-year-old
Oh, the red
man.
flags. The red flags were popping up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then like another guy named like Artie is like, come sit on my lap. And I'm like, no.
Have you ever
Fucking
thought
no,
of stand-up comedy? Like seriously.
I do storytelling.
You're pretty
Exactly.
funny though, Blue. You're pretty funny.
Fuck
Thank you.
yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes I stand up in front of audiences and tell stories about my life that
Oh,
nobody believes.
hell yeah. That's
It's
sick.
just funny because everything you're saying is very relatable to anyone who's
Yep.
ever played a crazy private game, and
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
they're ridiculous.
Doesn't matter on what level. Like my level of home game, it felt relative to what my experience was. Yeah, totally.
Well,
Let
that
me
was
tell
But
you
always
like
my
you know,
fir- my
I'd
experience.
like to like clarify that my experience was in Canmore, Alberta. I ended up there one night and just went to the bar and then went back to some fella's house and they pulled out a massive plate of cocaine and I partook, but probably not as much as them. But yeah, I fleeced them, and then things got a bit rowdy, and I just like, oh, I better lose a bit of this back. So,
the
yeah,
first the first 5-10 game I ever got invited to. So moving into 5-10 in New York is considered a little bit more higher stakes because the rake is just so ridiculous. So you're really playing like 10-20, 20-40.
hmm
Um, and there are a couple of really good, solid games. And I got invited to one because I was known in the scene. And I was specifically told that I had to dump and be very careful because it was run by one of the head Albanians. And I was in and I dumped a little bit and then I just flopped like aces full. And I'm just like, I can't respect myself. Like, I'm going to wipe him out. I don't care. I hope I don't die. Um, and so I dragged him and I did. I took all of his money and he looked at me and he went and he slammed on the table. She's good. She can come back.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I
Love it.
love it.
You know
Let me
what's
tell
crazy? What Blue's saying is straight out of a movie, but that shit happens. I lived in the city, New York City, for 9 years, and
Yep.
there are home games, especially with a lot of these Wall Street guys, and
Yep.
also people who are connected. That shit happens. It really does.
Yep.
let me tell you the first home game I went to. Now, mind you, I'm relatively new in poker, right? I go down to Biloxi again at the IP poker room, and I'm playing poker with my son. And there's a guy at the table who keeps flirting with me, and I'm very uncomfortable because my son is at the table.
Oh God.
And it's very uncomfortable for me. And so I'm
You
just
should
trying
have
to
told him to take a
ignore,
hike for half an hour,
well,
Jerry.
I'm trying to like ignore what he's saying to me, like I don't hear it. And my son just keeps busting out laughing. And I'm like, okay, the guy never is never going to think I'm ignoring him if my son keeps laughing at what the fuck he's saying, right? So anyway, so the guy finally says, Miss, don't you just want to go up to my hotel room and we could just have some fun? And then I bust out laughing. I said, sir, you're making me so uncomfortable. This is my son, and I really would rather not have conversations like this in front of my son out of respect for my son, right? So come to find out, this guy runs a home game and had been for years, like 2 miles from my house. Now, I had never been to a home game. So he's like, where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And we start just small talking, whatever. And we find out he's literally from 2 miles from where I'm at. And he says, well, you and your son could come to my home game, blah, blah, blah. So I take his information and I don't know, a month or so later, I'm like, oh, he has a home game on Friday nights. I should go play it. So I text the guy and I tell him my son and I are going to come Friday night. And he's like, no problem. Here's the time. Here's the address, blah, blah, blah. Well, I forgot. My son was a football coach at the time. And what's on Friday nights? High school football games. So now I have to go to this game by myself.
Wait up, wait
Now,
up! Breaking news. The fakes I have left.
okay. So now I'm driving down a country road in Georgia by myself to a place of a guy who already offered me to go to his hotel room to, to the stranger's house to play poker like, what am I doing here? Like, I'm talking to myself, going like, what the fuck are you doing right now? You don't know this guy. You blah, 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 blah. And so I make the decision that I'm just going to pull into the driveway. And if there's no other cars there, I'm just leaving, right? And if there's a bunch of cars there, then I'm good, right? And so, sure enough, I pull in and there's like 20 cars. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to the front door, which I know now was the biggest no no ever. And I knock on the front door, and like five people come to the front door to answer it. And they're like, so and so here, Sherry's here. And he's like, yeah, let her in, let her in. So I get in the front door, and it was like I had walked into the twilight zone of poker.
Oh
The
God.
living room, it was, I call it a poker parlor.
Oh,
The
this is
living
like
room
this is like
had,
listening, like saying to my grandma, how was your day? And she like, oh fuck, this is like painful. Fuck.
so
But
there
so
was this,
Sherry, inquiring minds
anyway,
want to
so
know.
it was a poker parlor, and the living room had a poker table, big screen TVs. Along one wall where the dining room would be was nothing but refrigerators with every kind of drink, beer, wine, cooler, whatever, seltzer, blah, 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 drinks you could ever imagine. And all those coolers, this huge long table with any kind of snack you can want. And he hands me a menu and says, what do you want off the menu? We're ordering from Frank's, which is this really good Italian restaurant. Whatever you want. And I look around, and here are all these guys. I'm the only female, of course. And I was like, what the hell? It was a rental house. It was a 3-bedroom rental house. One
What color was
bedroom,
it painted? What color was it painted? And when
the
was it
one
painted?
bedroom
Right.
was
I
one
like I can
bedroom
get to
was
the
actually a
bedroom.
place where he could sleep, and the other 2 bedrooms actually had poker tables in them also. So he could literally have 3 tables of poker going in this rental house. Like, it was I'd never known that shit went on. I had no clue that that's what home game meant to people. It was crazy. So go ahead. Sorry, Greg, but you kept interrupting.
Well, no, I just wanted to know, Sherry, did you put on your best Sunday dress for this stuff?
No, honey, but we did take their chips, and it was a great night at the poker parlor.
That's even
Yeah,
better.
what
Thank you for that. That's what I want to
what
hear. Okay, good, good, good.
I feel like I can represent an enormous amount of women who play poker when I say the last thing we think about is dressing up for you guys. You are a
Amen.
grotesque, vile, like group of sweaty, toe fungus, poorly dressed people, and I will never put on makeup and shower for you.
Now look, I was looking hot. Let's not
Oh, I have a
misunderstand.
comment here. Oh, good.
I was looking hot, but it's not in a dress. I'm looking hot in my just normal clothes.
Right. I look hot in my normal clothes too.
There you
I
go.
am never no one is getting a duotone eyeshadow at a poker game from me. You're not getting fresh mascara. Like, who knows? But like I am definitively not showering, spraying myself with Bath and Body Mist and extra deodorant with the guys that I play with.
What about like vanilla oil? Would you at least do like a vanilla type of scent, please?
No, 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 no. I
I
Wait, do
like
strongly
you
recommend
vanilla.
do?
something that smells like the beach.
Wait,
I
Do
have to
you
sit
do
next to
the
guys
vanilla
that
scent? Wait a minute, Blue. Do you do the vanilla
No,
oil?
I don't. The
Oh,
reason I had a point here, Sherry. My point is that could have been used as strategy to, get people off their game because if they're smelling you and they're looking at you, then they're less likely to play good poker, and you could probably clean up a little bit easier. I don't know. I was just trying to make a point. It was a fun one.
the tactics that I use to calm the savage beasts in order so that I can have a reasonably okay time are as
Hmm.
follows.
Right.
I will wear a v-neck shirt and I will
Okay.
lean over a lot to get my chips.
Okay. That could help.
That yeah, that calms some people.
Yeah. I
If
mean.
you if I am at a table where the boobs can't do the work,
Okay.
then I offer to buy everybody a drink.
Right. That could work too.
So if I buy everybody a drink, then everybody's like, I don't know what to do. There's kindness.
Yeah, they get drunk and
They get very fucking weird. They can't raise you. They can't bluff you. They're like, you're the nicest person I've ever played with.
Wait, hold on. She has boobs and she's sweet and she's buying us drinks. We just got to give her all our money.
I love this
Exactly.
girl. Yeah, like
Yeah,
bring it on. I
exactly.
mean,
So then,
I
I
see
played
straight
five,
through it. I
seven
see
off.
straight through it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. Maybe. You do
Huh.
until I win.
There you go.
You do until you think I'm fucking
I don't
around
know.
with
I'm
you, and
doing
then you
better
run
than Alec
places.
anyway.
But well,
Alec.
that's Alec.
Alec
Poor
is
Alec.
in love with Blue.
I know. That was tragic. That was tragic.
I mean,
Bless
I'm
his
getting there
little
too
heart.
now myself.
Oh, okay.
Different kind of love,
Big
man.
Ed's in the
Different kind of love.
competition.
Alec.
Righto, let's go.
Once we get to session 4, like if Alec pops in here, we'll hit up session 3.
Yep.
But I believe once we get to session 4, I'll be able to explain to Alec that the reality of his life is that he's a bottom.
Really?
And,
Is it still fluid? Is it still fluid?
Yeah, like
Oh,
he's
Really?
just a bottom. He's a
Holy
bottom,
billy.
and he's always going to be a bottom, and he wants
Yeah.
a top for a woman, and he's never going to get one.
I mean, yeah, it was very apparent to all of us from the get-go, but yeah, it's very entertaining, I
Oh
guess.
God, I was laughing so hard, Blue. That was such a fun
I haven't been keeping
space.
up with everything that everybody's been saying, so yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
he's
cool.
literally the kind of guy that like just whenever I run into somebody like that, all I want to do is sit around and humiliate them. But it's just a terrible thing about me, but it just is. And so when I
I'm
start
glad
hearing
that
somebody,
you have the time and the inclination. Seriously.
well, he's really easy.
Yeah, but I just don't have the time and the inclination to worry about that particular one. I've got my own battles. I got my own battles. Fuck. But I will sit in the background and watch the romance crumble. But,
Yeah, no, he cracks me up. I love doing it. I love doing it
yeah,
with him.
no, I totally
I
get
love
it.
sitting there and being like, "Shut up, say you're wrong, say you're
I know.
wrong."
I totally get you. Like yeah.
Do you think I could Findom the guy? Do you think we could get to a place where like maybe I could be like, pay me $50 to tell you what's wrong with you?
You want to commit a sin on me?
Blue, you'd be
50 bucks for a sin.
surprised. Guys would do that. They'll just throw their money at you and say, "Tell me." They'll do it. A
No,
lot
I
of
know.
guys do it.
Oh,
I
I
get
know.
10%, Blue. Finder's
Think
fee.
about it. Think about it.
No, Sherry, if you can
Three
figure
Hail
out a
Marys,
way.
$100. 3 Hail Marys,
Yeah.
$100. Like,
if everyone here can figure out a way for me to like siphon funds, I'll share.
That's so funny.
You're my
God
share bear.
bless him.
My share bear.
Oh, my favorite Wolfie. How are you, pal? Thank you for that.
I'm good.
Good. What are
That
you
was a
playing?
resounding happiness, Wolf.
Just another great day on Earth.
Amen. Are you going to play some poker today or what?
Definitely grinding Poker Bros right now, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do later. Probably gonna do a play 1-2 or 1-3 somewhere. Maybe I'm feeling Aria,
Nice.
or maybe Orleans again. I guess try and continue the run good. See if it's still there.
That away. Now tell us what I forgot. Oh, Blue was asking earlier if there's any hint you can give her to not get so distracted when she's online because she gets bored. Do you have any?
So bored.
That's a very boring question to ask, Sherry.
Hey, Greg, don't make me send you down to the goo again.
No,
Stop.
it's not. It's just constructive criticism. Seriously,
But
I've
don't
been
need
booted
your.
from day
I
one.
mean, I
On
just
the basis
watch
of
YouTube in the background, and when I'm playing online poker. Or I'm on Spaces. I don't know. I don't mind sitting there and folding. So it's it just I don't know. I can't really give any tips if it's just not something you enjoy doing.
No,
I'm just weird, I guess.
No, I like playing it. I just have to. There has to be something. I don't know. There just has to be like energy around it. If it's just me staring at a screen, it makes me crazy. So like sometimes I'll throw on like TV or something like that. Recently, I've been watching C-SPAN, which isn't healthy. Because one should not become.
Why don't you put on a movie or something like Netflix or something?
Yeah, I watch.
But something that you're not too invested in, so you could just not have to worry about it going on without you focusing 100%.
What about a book on tape?
Oh my God, all I do is listen to audiobooks. I go to sleep to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like I spend my entire life with headphones on.
Yeah. You just
Sherry, what dates are you coming to Vegas?
I'm coming the last of June.
Oh, that's when I think I'm going to be there.
Yeah, the last of June, Wolf.
Are you doing
What
them?
tourneys are you gonna play, if any?
You know what? I may put a package together. A couple of my former stakers have asked me to put a package together. I don't know. So I think if I put a package together, it's going to be different than if I just play, what I normally would play without a package. So I'll let you
If
know.
you put a package together, does that mean like, okay, let's say you put a package together, the package is 20,000, you sell all 20,000, and then is it just like whatever you profit throughout the whole thing, like people get back a percentage? So like it doesn't matter like which tournament like someone buys into, they bought the whole package. So it's just a matter of if you profit on any of the buy-ins,
Okay. So,
right?
um, so say if I pick out 6 tournaments, and hopefully I'm not boring Greg. Oh, he left. Okay, bye, Greg. Um, Say if I put tournaments in a package, um, and say I cash 4 out of 6, then the right, then the profits from those 4 caches are split up by percentage of what the staking is. So if you bought 5% of me, you get 5% of the winnings from those 4 tournaments.
Gotcha. So yeah, no matter when they give you the money, as long as it's part of the whole package, they're just hoping you just have a profitable overall
Right, right.
package.
So, and it could be like, um, you know, are you going to do like, am I going to do 2 bullets or 3 bullets for one tournament? Is there one tournament that I'm like, I really want to have 2 bullets for that? Or maybe there's 3 tournaments I really want to have 2 bullets for. I'm really not a person that likes to do more than 2 bullets, and I very rarely do 2 bullets. And I think in my whole poker career, there's only been 2 times, maybe 3, that I've done 3 bullets, and one of those was about 2 weeks ago. So it would also be maybe 2 bullets for some tournament I'm really would like to go into and have an extra bullet for. So normally I just have a small group of my really good friends that I offer my packages to. But I've had a couple of other poker players and space people say, hey, why don't you put something together? So I'm thinking about it. We'll see. I'll let you know. Thanks for asking, though.
No problem.
Do you want me to talk to Alec to see if he can back you?
I'll let you know if I put a package together. And
Okay.
Greg, if you're down in the Gitmo listening, dude, you may not have wanted to hear that question, but one of our space guests, Blue, asked that question earlier, so it's a valid question for her. So you're going to listen to that question be asked. So I'm sorry you didn't like that, but it is what it is, dude.
So, Blue,
There's nobody in Gitmo.
We could change the name of the space now.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'm
I
just
forgot
Blue,
kidding.
are
I
you
had
done
that
hugging
up
your
there.
porcelain?
I had that up.
I've,
I
I've,
forgot I had it up there, hun.
yeah, I've moved
Well,
on
no,
from my
Sherry, I want to
negativity.
add, I've been staked with just a
Oh,
bankroll in
great.
general. And the only thing I had to do when this has happened a few times on Poker Bros and on ACR is just provide screenshots of all the tournaments I entered and what my plan was as far as what you talked about, 2 bullets, things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I prefer packages like that over just specific games so that if I have a feeling about something or something else that I had played in before that I do really well in, just
Right,
I think it's a little easier.
right. Like I'm going to give it a for instance. I want to say it was in 2022, maybe. Yeah, I think it was 2022. There was going to be a tournament, and the winner was going to get like not only the cash prize, but ticket like what do you call entries into two other bigger tournaments. So you were going to get the cash plus, entries to two other tournaments. And it was really, I can't remember the details. It's been so long, but I really wanted to play that tournament and have multiple bullets. And so I put this package together that I wanted 3 bullets for that tournament. And if you were a staker, you were going to be a part of the staking, not only for the tournament that I was trying to win those other seats and cash from, but you were also going to be part of the staking of the two entries. So I was taking you all along for all 3 of those tournaments. And I kept that to just um, 3 of my family members and 2 of my friends. And why? Because they have 100% supported my poker since day one, have called me when I was in Vegas, wishing me luck. And do you need, are you good? Are you ready? Do you need to talk? Are you nervous? And they had been there since day one of my poker and supportive. And so I wanted to bring them along with me, and it would be a fun sweat. And I wanted 3 bullets. And so I made this package and I wrote up a thing and I said, here, this is what I want to do. I want to take you guys along. And if I win, you're not only winning that um, cash prize from that initial tournament, you're going to go along for the ride for the other 2 tournaments as a thank you for the support through the years. And so, you know, to me, that was like a special staking package, right? Um, but yeah, so that's just an example.
ASG made a little money off me.
I love it.
So, Blue, I was thinking about your question real quick. What if you just went up in staking, like as far as your buy-in? Would you be more invested emotionally if, say, you bought in for, I don't know, 150 versus a $4? Because that would definitely perk up a lot of people and maybe make you a little bit more serious. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I've played some deeper, bigger ones online. Not for a really long time though, because I know I have this problem, so I'm trying to get better at it. But the thing is I was just raised live. I'm just a live player, and I have to figure out how to do this because live is great, but I don't want to play cash as much. And you can't like even if I am theoretically a winning tournament player, I'm not living off of it. So I don't trust myself or the variance that much. Um, but maybe. I don't know. Right now I'm on break, which is really nice.
And you're feeling better, Hen?
Oh, yeah. Now that it's out of my system, I'm great.
Awesome. Again, the public service announcement for today is do not eat raw cinnamon rolls with a Diet
Yep.
Coke.
It's not the healthiest.
This is correct. It's like an episode of Mythbusters. We've got to.
Oh, King Queen. King Queen off in the hijack. Sorry.
So wait,
Early.
Blue, you got food poisoning from raw cinnamon rolls?
So, yeah. I think it's food poisoning. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Something doesn't agree with me. Amazon. So last year, I had the darkest year of my life, and I spent an entire year eating nothing but cinnamon Pop Tarts and cinnamon rolls. And then I got a job, and I think my body was like, okay, you're out of the comfort place now. You have to stop eating like shit. And so I keep ordering my favorite cinnamon rolls from Amazon, and I keep eating them and getting sick. And I think now is just the final straw. They're so good though, but they never made me sick before.
Would they be better cooked or no? I mean, honestly, this is an honest question.
Yeah. Oh no. there. They're 15,000 times better when you heat them up in the microwave for 30 seconds. I am
Okay.
just that lazy.
Okay. Okay. I'm just curious. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Got it.
totally. Put it this way. I got addicted to soup dumplings because they only took 12 minutes to make, and then I spent 5 weeks figuring out how I could microwave them in 6 minutes, as opposed to having
You,
to boil water.
you are hilarious, chick.
Blue, you could have just gotten like an air fryer or something. Well,
I have an air fryer. I
oh
don't
my
fry
God.
dumplings. I use my air fryer for almost everything else. If you can't dump it into the air fryer, then as far as I'm concerned, it's not food.
She's
But
eating it
soup
raw, like
dumplings,
cook these fucking cinnamon rolls. If you can't put it in the air fryer,
It's a
she's
perfect
out.
example. It's a perfect example of just live and learn. You know.
hey, I turned my parents onto the air fryer. So let's deconstruct this for a second. So here's the reason why I don't cook. One, I grew up in Manhattan. Two, my parents put a carpet in our kitchen, indicating that we were never going to cook, ever, anything.
Hey, wait a minute. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in Manhattan for 9 years, Blue. I cooked my ass off and I got my own hot sauces going in on the Upper East Side. I was known as, you guess it, Big Ed the hot sauce guy. So I don't know.
I admire you. My parents were feral. So when the carpet went down in the kitchen, it was you're ordering from the chicken place or the Chinese place. The chicken place sent us balloons on Christmas Eve because we ordered dinner on Christmas Eve from them. And my like real cooking domesticity kind of lessons revolved on rinse the dish before you put it in the dishwasher.
So the moral to this story is Blue's going to have to come to my house for a week so we could just cook for her so she can eat normal.
Oh, is
Are
that
you
what you
trying to
took from
say
all
that
this?
living off Pop Tarts and cinnamon rolls is not normal?
No, I'm trying to say I'll cook you a fucking turkey.
Dude,
Oh,
I will make my own stuffing. I do know how to cook. I'm a good cook when
yeah.
I feel like putting effort into it. Oh yeah, I make a lasagna that it takes
Okay.
3 days.
I make a fucking good lasagna too. I gotta
So
say.
do I.
I make a great lasagna as well.
We all make good lasagnas.
I love
Let's not
it.
talk about. Okay, so what do you do the bechamel with your lasagna?
Fuck yeah.
I do not. I do not.
Oh
I say no to the
shit.
bechamel.
God, controversial.
Wait, what did you ask? Do you do the what?
There's no way I do
Bechamel
the
sauce.
bechamel. No.
Oh,
Bechamel
no.
sauce, which is
No,
the
no,
white
no.
sauce.
No, 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 no.
Fucking Martha Stewart lasagna. Fuck that
No.
shit.
Marinara all the way.
Marinara.
I
Yeah,
Yeah.
take 6 to 7 hours to make my own specific meat sauce before I even think about doing anything with it. That's
Oh
Oh, the
my
simple.
God.
longer,
Try
yeah, the
Paul
longer it
Newman's
simmers,
and
the
add
better.
the
Yeah,
meat.
for sure.
Okay, so Ed, you're like me. Like when I go into the lasagna zone, I become like a 95-year-old Italian woman who's like stepping on grapes, and I'm literally like I'm peeling my own tomatoes. I'm going to like the farmer's market and being like, "You expect me to cook with that? No."
100%.
Yeah, totally,
Uh,
totally.
Let me
I'm co-
introduce you to Paul Newman's marinara. Add the meat sauce.
it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Paul Newman does make a good one, but like I don't know. There's something about like what little Italian heritage I have that I just feel compelled if I'm gonna make lasagna that I need to put on a muumuu. I need to like have my hair up. I need to yell at people. I need to like throw ingredients around and not have measuring cups.
just like the Swedish chef, like just going ballistic.
Did you say you have to yell at people? Hey, get out of my fucking kitchen. I'm
Yeah,
cooking over
yeah.
here.
What do you don't touch that? Don't taste that. Who said you could put your fingers in that?
And there's no one in the kitchen with her. She's just yelling arbitrarily.
Hey, what's the matter with
That's
you?
my
I'm
favorite.
cooking here.
Yeah. Also,
That's my
why
favorite Google language setting.
somebody's making you a meal? Don't interrupt them. Have a little respect.
Yeah, what
What'd you say, ASG?
what Greg said is my favorite Google language setting.
What's that?
Bork, bork, bork.
Oh yeah, bark, 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 bark. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Swedish chef.
Yeah, just let him cook. Let him cook, man.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
This was part of the reason why I was always like, I'm never getting married. Because like I would date people.
That
I'm
didn't
like,
age well.
pardon?
I said that didn't age well.
Oh,
You're never
Yeah.
getting married.
shots fired.
Yeah, I know, but I got married for taxes and healthcare, so I still get to say
Guys,
that.
real quick, I'm so sorry. I have to bounce because I actually got to make dinner with my roommates. We're gonna make shrimp
Hey,
on the
I hope you put
Barbie.
some fucking hot sauce on it, man.
No, I'm gonna do a Southwest shrimp on the Barbie, Greg. That's in your tribute.
Yummy.
Yeah. We're gonna do
Take
some
care, Ed.
steaks. I hope so. But guys, this has been so much fun. Blue, I'm almost in love with you. Just one more session, probably. Thank you so much for having me,
Only
guys. And
$50 an hour, Ed.
yeah, I know. Yeah, put it on my tab. But have a great night, guys, and thank you so much.
Take
Thank
it
you,
Thank
easy,
you
Ed.
for
big
Bye,
guy.
hanging
Ed.
out.
Take care.
Thank you for hanging out while I yell randomly at hands.
Oh, what? No. What? Did you just say Brandon?
No, I said thank you for hanging out
Oh,
while I yell randomly at hands.
oh, thank God.
No.
Anyway, I don't have much longer to hang out, but yeah. I just wanted to come back and just say goodnight to you all, and it's been a really positive space. Like one of the best I've been in months and months and months.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, and it's keeping it light. I got booted twice, a little bit questionably, but anyway, it's all good. I'm not getting hung up on it, right?
Please don't.
No, not at all. Like I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to know all the good people that I'm meeting here, and I'm glad there's a core crew of at least some of us who can get along in their own little cliques. It's just the way it has to be.
Guess
It's all
what?
a ruse. It's all a
It's
ruse. I've
it's
been doing this now for a year because I'm about to con you all on GoFundMe.
oh God, this chick. I'm in charge of vetting people for that bullshit. So don't make me have to vet you, bitch.
I will never get in your
By the
bad
way,
graces,
I'm
Cherry.
not like saying I'm joining this clique. I'm saying this is one clique. I
No,
I'm
we're not clicks. We're not going to
We're not
start that
yeah.
clicks.
rumor. We are
Anyway,
not
Just
maybe a bad
clicks.
analogy or whatever, but anyway, I just like
We're just enjoying a space together.
yeah. The
Whoever shows
overarching
up,
message
shows
was
up.
yeah.
there's, I just love the way that this form of communication can be positive at times, and yeah, everyone here is testament to that. Like that's a better way to say it.
Thank you, Greg.
Oh,
Appreciate
group
you.
hug. Group hug. Hug.
Donna, stop.
Greg knows what I mean.
I know there's so many poker guys in here just like throwing up in their mouths right now, going fuck this guy.
Dude, I already just threw up everything that I had in me, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know you got nothing left, so you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
This is the throw up space. Welcome to the throw up space.
But anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Just wanted to go out on a positive note, and I'm out. See ya.
Bye.
Peace
Thanks,
out.
Greg.
Thanks, you soppy fucker.
Sherry, you rule. I love this. I love that I like write on Twitter, help me. And Sherry's like, I'm here.
Come
Here
on,
I am
girl.
with my cape.
Come on,
Full of,
girl. We will
I
help
know.
you.
I know. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get bored really easy. So I struggle online unless I'm like playing 2 or 3 tournaments.
How do you know that Jim guy from Rec Poker? He is another one that is just like
He's
the
so
nicest guy on
cool.
earth.
I started talking with him on Twitter, I guess probably 2021 maybe. And we met at the World Series of Poker in 2022. I think that's the timeline, something like that. And yeah, we've been chatting ever since. He came, you met him at the meetup game, right?
Yeah.
He was at your table at the meetup game at the Aria.
Yeah.
And he's just a great guy.
He is.
We need more men like that in poker. We have some great men in this space right now. And we need more men like Jim, too. He's just a
He
great
was
guy.
he was so much fun and just so chill and had such a good like aura and like presence about him.
Yes. And as Donna said, that had me it was in my mind the whole time after she said it. I just kept laughing. 3 hours later, because everybody knows we try to keep it to an hour, hour and a half, and we were having so much fun, right? So yeah, it's cool.
All right, I've got jacks. Let's see if they hold.
Oh God.
I know the Jan Brady hand.
Oh God. Anything but jacks.
Cool, there's a king on the flop.
Why is that called the Jan Brady
Because
hand?
it's the middle child hand. Nobody fucking wants it.
Ah.
Sure, Jan. That's what jacks are. There's a king on the board. He didn't bet the flop. Oh, thank you for giving me a jack on the river.
Woo! She
Oh,
skated through.
are you? Oh, wait. Are you going all in? No, but you will be. Call me, bitch. Boom! I win, you motherfucker.
I love it. Oh,
Got jacks right now too. Let's see what
come
happens.
on, Wolfie. My nightmare hand.
This guy is
No
running
action.
around his house right now, throwing his phone. He's
I'm
like,
sure.
that fucking bitch on the fucking river. He had a set of nines, and I just fucking just destroyed him on the river.
Wait, he really had a
He
set?
had a set of nines, yeah.
Oh.
We flipped it. He had ace nine. There were 2 nines on the board, and I rivered.
Oh, so that's called trips, Blue. Just to be a poker grammar
Oh
Nazi.
my God, another one.
Oh, seriously, we were having a conversation
A set?
earlier about like.
A set's when you have a pocket pair.
Okay, Wolf, you were not here earlier.
You were
I don't
not here
think.
for it. So here's the deal, Wolf. It's 3 of a fucking kind.
And we don't
hire
care if
3
it's
of a
trips or
fucking kind.
sets or
Yeah,
whatever. Stop.
Yes, ma'am.
3 of a kind. But if you say set,
I got
Oh,
3
you're
of a
cutting
fucking
out.
kind. Whatever. I'm 18th now. So sets, trips, don't give a shit. I'm 18th.
ASG, you were in the Matrix, so we didn't hear you, hon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know I was saying you can say trips, but if you say, or sorry, you could say 3 of a kind, but if you say trips or set, then and you have the wrong one, then all's fair with being corrected.
So 2 people can have trips in the same hand, but 2 people can't have the same set.
Correct.
You are really not helping my mental game right now at all.
And there is no such thing as a set police officer or a trips police officer. It's only people trying to flex their knowledge base, and that's not good for poker.
Oh, baby. Weed.
Just use your
No, it
fucking
is because
fingers.
if somebody says I had a set and the board's paired, you'd go no, then
You
you'd
just gave
have
me
a
one
vote
hit,
if
though.
you had a set.
Oh, and you
that would
took it from
then
me last
you'd just be
night.
Oh,
wrong.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Blue, can you hear ASG?
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Okay. I just want to make sure you can hear him because, with the glitches of spaces, sometimes, so there we go. No problem. No problemo.
No, losing connection or something.
So technically a royal flush is actually a straight flush.
Yes, it's the best straight flush.
Yes, indeed it is. Oh, I love it.
How many left, Blue?
All righty. We'll wait for her to come back.
SG's connected. So Wolfie Monster's got him.
I don't know what's going on in Twitter. I don't know if they're trying to make some changes, some improvements, but I tell you, there is a lot of lost connections, people dropping out, people in the matrix. Hopefully, they're making some good changes.
We'll see. We will see.
Blue, are you there? Did we lose her?
Blue's here. Blue's
Okay.
still here. Sorry.
Donna asked you how many more were left, hon.
154.
And where are you in the mix?
22.
Nice.
I got the top 5 win. but so I've vested like 700 so far.
All right.
Let's talk about the physical ramifications of spending so much time sitting. This has not happened to me, but I think about it often. Hemorrhoids. Anyone?
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't think that would happen from just sitting.
I thought
No, but
that's how it happens.
yeah, it actually.
Well, you happen for being constipated and you
No, 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 no,
pushing,
no,
but nothing
no,
coming
no,
out.
no, no, no. Both are correct. Both are
Oh
correct.
wow. Oh wow. So if you play poker and you're constipated, you're just like one big hemorrhoid?
You could be, but both are correct. If you're sitting a lot, you will get hemorrhoids, or if you're pushing a lot, you will get
So
hemorrhoids.
do you think it would be a good business decision to do like a pop-up hemorrhoid cream shop at the WSOP?
No, because not one person, poker players are very vain. Not one poker player is going to walk up to that booth and buy the cream because then other people will know.
What if I say it's lube? And then, you lean in and I'm like, we all know what it's for. It's for the hemorrhoids. You're good.
Yeah.
No,
Do you
it's
know how
also
much?
for under eyes too. It's best under eye cream ever.
Do you know how much they charge for a booth at the WSOP?
More than I've made in my lifetime, probably.
A lot. Like like I want to say it's a little. I'm not going to say the number, but it's a lot. A lot.
Let's ask this. Are there 7 digits or 6 digits?
I'm not going to say because I don't remember if it was like 10,000 or 100,000. I can't remember. But I want to say that it was the 100,000, but I can't remember. I'd have to go look it up.
I mean, it's massive traffic.
Like it was when I was looking into it, just on not that I wanted to have a booth, but in a discussion we were having, I asked somebody at the WSOP last year about it, and I just can't remember what the fuck they told me. Honestly, I'd have to go look at my notes, but um, yeah, I don't think it was 10,000. I want to say it was 100,000 for the booth. And how much? I mean, that's a lot of cream to sell. You need a lot of buttholes to purchase that cream.
That's ridiculous. I still have the card of the dude who was one of the directors for the WSOP from Caesars a couple of years ago. I
You
was wondering,
know, if Kevin Mathers is supposed to be our guest on Friday. You know, he's everything Mr. WSOP, GPI, Hendon Mob. He knows it all.
is
So
that what he is? Okay.
yeah,
He
so
see, I
we
didn't know if he was like if like it was a hobby or if like he was
no,
like
no,
that
no.
guy.
He's a paid employee of the WSOP.
Hmm.
And so let's ask him Friday. And if he doesn't know, then I could probably get an email to you as well. So
Oh no, I'm never telling anybody this man's name. No, no, it was a
no,
humiliating and awful experience. I don't
no,
want
no,
to see
no,
him. He just
no,
offered
no.
me a free room.
You misheard what I said. I said I would send you an email address
Oh,
that
okay.
so you could reach out to somebody.
Gotcha. Kevin Matters. Yeah, I'm learning about all these people who play poker. I never knew there were so many of us.
Oh yeah, the tip of the iceberg.
I know. I know. It's been a whole thing. I really thought it was like Phil Hellmuth, Ivy, Negreanu, and then
That's because those are the only
random
ones
people.
you
Yeah.
see over and over and over again.
I
And
watched
that's
Game of Gold last night.
oh so good.
Maria Ho, like Hello Hero.
So good.
She's a fucking machine.
She's a beast. She's been playing a long time.
I
She's a
know.
beast.
I like watching her just like I want to watch her in like a full game, not in like a cut up game.
Just go on. Do you have a Poker Go not prescription subscription?
No.
Yeah. Well, you could probably Google it. I'm sure there's some episodes. Just Google Maria Ho Poker Player on YouTube. I'm sure you'll be able to find some
Yeah,
sessions.
I'm pretty sure she did some live at the bike back in the day.
Oh, she did for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Totally terrifying.
Yeah, but you really want to, in my opinion, because I've seen her on the bike and I've seen her on Poker Go, you really want to watch her on the Poker Go stuff. If you can find some on YouTube, and you
Okay.
should be able to, um, yeah, you want to try to find something on Poker Go.
I was so taken aback by, like, there was not a single read I could get off that woman. Even
Right.
knowing her cards. Like, it was just,
Right.
I've never seen anybody that unreadable in my life.
Watch her eyebrows.
Oh, yeah?
Watch her eyebrows.
Well, that's why she got plastic surgery. So the Botox, you
Yeah,
can't
because
really
they
see
don't move.
the action from her eyebrows anymore.
I haven't watched her since she had the last truckload, but
Her
anyway.
face does not move. It is like frozen solid.
And it's, she's so young. I hate to see all that Botox in anybody. It's too much.
Right, it's 25 to 3 my time morning, so
Ah,
I bid
bless you.
you adieu.
Glad you joined us.
Bye, babe.
Bye, darling.
Get some Z's, girl.
Bye.
I'm gonna
We
try.
got a big week this week. All kind of fun stuff coming the next 2 weeks.
How's the Tinder
Yeah.
going?
Fucking hell, Tinder.
Too soon? Too late?
You're killing her, Blue.
Tinder didn't happen, my darling. Tinder didn't happen.
How did you miss that one, Blue?
I'm slow sometimes. Very quick on some things, very slow on others.
Yeah, we put the ixnay on
It feels like I really missed something, and I don't want to make anything awkward. So I'm just going to assume that something really fucking weird happened. And when you all want to chat with me about it, you just let me know, because I'm curious.
Let's talk about that in person.
Yeah, okay, I got
You'll
that.
get a kick out of it.
Let's bring one where quite a few people was upset.
Okay, we won't talk. Okay.
It was so
all right,
funny.
somebody else, tell me about your Tinder date. What was your last Tinder date? Anyone?
Never. Wolfie, do you do Tinder?
Nope.
ASG?
Let's dig deeper. Online dating. Let's expand it. Hinge.
No.
Really? Pourquoi pas?
Wolfie, we need to get you dating. We need to get you on the dating scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolf, talk to us. Talk to us, Wolf. What are your intentions?
Good luck with this one, Wolfer. That's all I would say.
I just want a girlfriend who loves poker and will play poker all the time and stake me in tournaments and pay for all my cash game buy-ins.
Oh, he wants a sugar
Is that so
mama.
much to ask?
You want a sugar mama? There are sites online for that. But no, it's not too much to ask. So how are you going about finding this woman? What's the plan?
I'm using the law of attraction and just thinking about it all the time and hope that God puts it in front of me just without any work.
Cool. So that's definitely not working out for you.
That's how Blue ended up hugging the porcelain palace today. And the porcelain.
Sounds like you're eating raw cinnamon rolls, Wolf. That's what that sounds like. No, seriously. Do you really want to date somebody who plays poker?
No, I'm not really interested in dying to be dating or have a girlfriend. It's not a priority for me.
I like that.
What would be the age range?
I like that.
For
Yeah, well, for you,
me,
bud.
24 to 32, I
Okay.
guess ish.
You know,
How old are you, Wolf?
we just
31.
need to know that so that, I deal with a lot of women in poker and I may run into someone and think, "Oh, this young lady and Wolf might make a couple."
Appreciate that.
But I guarantee it's not going to be a 20-year-old Wolf. I'm going to get somebody maybe 25 or 26-ish.
Yeah.
I said 24 to
I know.
32.
I'm just teasing you, bud. Just teasing you.
Yeah, she still haven't found
Only a,
anybody for me yet.
wait, only a year older? You'll only date a year older than you? What? Why?
No, I was just giving the first numbers that popped in my head. I mean, I'm not it's not like a strict thing. I was just giving, I could be over. It's fine if I really, am interested in the person.
Are we making you uncomfortable?
But you do that all the time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
sad but true.
Am I doing it in a way that I can continue doing it and remain charming, or should I shut up? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, you can continue.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to shut up. So let's dig deep here. Why? You've come to a place where you're like, yeah, I don't think I want a relationship right now. So where's your head at, man? What do you want right now?
I don't really want anything per se. I mean, I enjoy hooking up with girls and stuff. I'm just not dying to get into a relationship and have commitments
Yeah, no,
and
I get you.
stuff.
Obligation sucks. You're just looking for casual.
I mean, I'm not really looking for anything.
So if it
Just
falls
wait
on your
for
lap, you're not going to say no.
Right, basically.
But if you fall on its lap, you might be tired.
I guess.
Just trying to figure out how much effort you're willing to put in. Like if you trip over it, or if it falls on you. So are there women that play poker in Vegas? This is a dumb question, right?
Never seen it in my entire life. Not one woman at the poker table.
Yeah, I deserve that. That's fair.
Yes, you did.
Yep, 100%. Have you ever asked anyone out from a poker game? This is not just about you. This is now I'm
No,
curious.
no, I haven't. But there was actually kind of on Friday the other night. There was this one girl who actually for the first. I mean, I'd say I would for this one girl was super cute and funny and. Her actually her fraternal twin brother was playing at the same table and her dad, so it was a really
Oh wow.
good atmosphere. So I'm hoping to maybe see her again, maybe, and then that would be
Did,
or one of the times where it kind of fell into my lap, you could
did you
say,
send
but
her
I'd
a
have
drink?
to. No, I didn't even get her name, honestly, or anything. So I would have to run into her again for it to really be a thing. And
I mean, I can
now,
understand that if her dad and her brother were there. That's awkward.
yeah,
You send her a glass of
yeah.
water. Say you look thirsty.
But it's funny because the dad definitely liked me, so I'm sure he would be cool if I dated her. Because there was one hand where I bluffed some dude with the nut flush draw on the turn, and there was the other hand where I limped the straddle in early position, and then I raised all in after the button straddler 6x'd it to 30, and then I went all in for $330, and he called with ace jack or ace queen, and I held with ace king, and the guy was like, "That was fucking awesome. Fucking that's how you play. That's how you play poker."
I love it. Love it. Hopefully they're not out of towners. Hopefully they live in Vegas.
Yeah, no, they do. And I mean, technically, she said where she works once a week at this one bar, but I'm definitely not gonna go to this bar and look for her once a week. That's out of the
Okay,
question.
wait about
Why?
a month. Wait about a
Why?
month so it doesn't seem stalkerish.
Well, I don't know which day of the week though. I mean, I'd have to really like run under the Orleans again. I mean, I don't know. Like, what if it was one day a week? What day would you expect? Friday or Saturday, probably.
Thursday.
It's got to be a busy day that they're just, and she's making enough to not need to work any other days.
I don't think that's the case. I think she's just hired part-time there and she is looking for full-time work.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, you know where she works right now.
For one day
For
a
one
week,
day a week,
but
but
I
you know
don't know
the
which day
location.
or which shift.
You do know the location.
Yeah.
Is it a bar? Is it a bar restaurant?
Just like a dive bar.
Now, see, Wolfie, if we three women were in Vegas right now, we would have your back. We would go to that bar every night,
Every day, every day,
take a
every damn
picture of
day.
the bartender and say, is this her, this her, this her? And okay, she works on Thursday. Now, in about 3 weeks, Wolfie go in on a Thursday.
That'd be great.
Sherry, I'm gonna say I would be a little bit. I would just go in and be like, hey, there's a chick that works here named such and such. What day?
But
And
we
leave.
don't know her name. He
We
just
don't
said
know her name.
we
I thought
don't
you
know
got
her
her
name.
name. You got where she worked, but you didn't get her name. She
So we
told you
can't.
how to find her, but not her name.
Correct.
It's serendipitous.
We're
No,
your
now
wing
it's
woman,
now
Wolfer.
it's stalking. Now it's stalking. I thought you knew her name. When you knew her
That's
name,
fine.
it was okay.
Now you know why I said you got to wait about a month before you go to the bar because it's too
Yeah.
stalkerish. Because in a month it could be
Wait,
like
why
you
is it
just
stalker if I don't know her name?
in a month you could have just say, oh, I just was on my way somewhere and thought I'd stop in and see what this place was about. But don't go sooner than a month. Then it seems stalkerish.
I think if you knew her name, you could go sooner than a month.
Yes.
But without the name,
yes, exactly.
Without the name, you're just a stalker.
I agree. Exactly. 100%. But like I
Straight
said,
up.
Wolfie, if we were there, we would be your wing women.
Appreciate that.
Interesting.
Definitely. Not first time I've been a wing woman, not bit last.
Amen.
Ooh, Jack Queen. Ooh, Jack King of Spades. I can't even read my own hand. Go ahead, Wolf. Tell me how it's not a set.
I missed the detail.
There weren't any. I have a fairly okay suited gap connector.
We need a blues love connection space once a week.
Oh my God. I don't know if I could handle it once a week.
How to ensure civilization ends. Have a space where Blue gives love advice.
I think it would be hilarious.
There'd be like, and there was this time in history where birth rates plummeted. And you may have heard of her. Her name was Blue, and she infected us all.
No, seriously, Blue, we need this.
I love it. Hey, John, how are you?
Good. I'm driving, so I don't know how well you guys will hear me.
Well, so far so good.
Good. Okay, I have a question. How is it stalkery if he goes back in 1 month, but it's not stalkery to send 3 women in to ask about her and when she works?
No.
Okay.
I didn't
No,
say
we're
ask
not
about
asking.
her. No. I just said take a picture of the bartender, send it to her, and say, "Is this her?"
This gets even more stalkery. You guys
Okay,
are stalkers.
so no. Sherry's on point here. Here's the difference. 3 women going in to help a dude out is adorable. There's nothing stalkerish about it. There's like, oh my God, this guy has 3 friends who know he's super cute and super sweet and knows he won't make a move, so they're doing this for him. What an intro, how adorable. Dude goes without knowing the woman's name. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing showing up at my workplace trying to figure out my name? Like, do you want to know where I live? Get away from me. Mace.
She said Mace.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have to jump in, Blue. How
Go
do
ahead,
we
Richie.
How do we know, like, she doesn't know self-defense or have pepper spray instead of mace? This seems
She could
like
have pepper spray. Very, very possible. She could have a taser ring. Either way, it's an act of violence. That's what's
so.
Fucking
gonna happen.
taser reminds me of Irene.
I'm laughing so hard at
So,
this.
do we want Wolf to
Now,
get tasered, pepper
well,
sprayed?
no.
No.
If Wolf had known her name, then it's adorable. If Wolf is like, you know what, I've been thinking about you, and I don't know, I just thought maybe that, hi, you
That's
told me
just
your
a
name and where
stalker.
you worked, and I put it together. That's
No,
not stalkery.
John is right. It's literally just as stalkerish.
Like, I think if you go on a month, it's a little stalkery too, because then it's like, wait, why have you been
It
thinking
has
about
to
me for
be
a month?
Because you're just stumbling into the place like it's an
yes,
accident meeting
yes.
But
versus
so wait, let's game it out for Wolf. In order for Wolf, excuse me, smoking,
she's choking.
in weed. In order for Wolf to effectively pull off a I stumbled in here, he has to know what day she works, which means he has to camp out for at least a week, unless
Well,
he hits it
that's
on the
where
first
his
day.
So
wing woman
basically,
would.
it's equally stalkery, but you're less likely to be caught of it being stalkery if you do it one way versus the other.
Right.
Yeah,
Caught?
yeah, yeah.
Right.
No, but it's different.
There's also something incredibly disarming to a woman when another woman approaches them on behalf of a man.
Yeah, I would never approach her. I would never in a million years say, something about Wolf, or I would never ever have that conversation with her.
So how are
Ever.
you
No.
helping then, Sherry?
By just finding out what day of the
By
week,
telling me what day she works and that she's there for
so
sure.
that
Yeah,
he
then you
could
can stumble in.
stumble
We
in a
can we
month
can find that
later.
out for you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk to her, but you don't know her name.
Yeah. So he could just stumble in a month later like it was an accidental, or take friends and go there for drinks and, oh, darn, she's working there.
The bar is kind of in the ghetto, so I'm not really too thrilled about going there anyway.
You,
Bug
you
it.
okay? All right. So
Ghetto or
so
not still makes no difference. If you
she has
like,
to come to you.
we'll go do it.
I mean, okay, guys, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, man. She was pretty, she was cute, but it's not like I'm head over
Of
heels in love with this
course.
chick or
Of
anything
Okay,
like
course.
so
that.
We're just
She's
having fun, Wolfie. Don't sweat it.
I
We're just
know, I'm
having
just letting you guys know there's not going to be no love connection
What
How
else?
matchmaking
old is
here at
You
she?
the
go out
end.
on a date, for fuck's
I don't
sake,
know.
Wolfie.
I think, wait, 97? What does that make her?
You
27?
know her birth year and you don't know her name.
yeah, how did
Well,
you
only
get all
because
this
she got
information?
ID'd at the poker
Oh,
table
okay.
and showed her ID,
All
yes.
right. All right,
And you
honey.
caught her
Well,
age, but you didn't catch her name on the ID?
Correct.
well, you know what
Lame.
though? Here we go, Wolf. We're just gonna hope for your sake she comes back and plays poker with you, and you will find out her name.
Yeah, very
And
important.
then you once again go, I remember your ID was so cool. Can I see it again? And then you check her name.
What is his
Well, I never asked for her name and she never asked for my name, so it's not like I
Of
forgot it or
course. No, we get
anything.
it. We
No,
get
no,
it.
no. We're not saying your memory is
Wolf,
impaired.
No.
We're
No, I was letting ASB
I
know.
think you should go back to your original plan of if it happens and you find somebody great, otherwise don't stress it. I think that's the correct play.
Of course, because us three wing women aren't in Vegas, so
Yeah,
we can't
that's
help them out
that's the
anyway,
GT
John.
that's the GTO play, Wolf. The GTO play is just live life, and if it happens, it happens.
That's right.
So I came
Well,
out
I'm
at
still
the end.
fucking waiting, so.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. I
I would say nothing.
that's what I'm
Say
saying.
I'm
less.
a
I'm
Wolfie,
just gonna say like
I'm gonna take the bull by the
Wolfie,
horns kind of gal.
I was like when I finally met my wife, I had like given up trying and I didn't care. And I was just living life, and then like stumbled on it. So that was the greatest.
That's awesome.
Wolfie, what's his name?
Brandon, stop.
Who?
Oh, come on. Not one joke? No? Okay.
Otani?
Oh, Otani. Yes, I would. Never mind.
Oh, in that case, I mean,
Sorry, I got in a fight with my girlfriend tonight. So,
Sorry to hear that.
Oh,
yeah,
do you want to talk shit
it
about her?
happens. No, no,
Okay,
I
all
Wait,
won't.
right.
I have a
Well, if
question
if
for
you do,
Wolf.
well, do
I mean, if you guys want to hear the reason I got a fight with, I mean,
you want to talk about
actually,
it?
there's a lot of women in here.
What do you
There's a
want?
lot of women in
It's
here.
not what we
So,
want. It's what you want. What do you want to talk about right now? You brought it up. Do you want to talk
I was
about it?
asking what
oh,
his question was.
it's your space.
Okay,
Hang on a
time out
minute.
for 1 minute. Let Richie ask Wolfie one more question. We'll get back to Brandon. Go ahead, Richie.
I didn't mean to interrupt Brandon, so I apologize. I just wanted to know who was a better poker player, you or her, and how much money did she make or lose that night around?
I'm better. Uh, I mean, I turned 100 into 833 that
Was that
night.
on the 1-3 or
So
1-2?
1-3, yeah.
And what
I
did she do?
She bought in for like one something, and when I left, I think she had like maybe 300ish in front of her. Um, she was only alive because she had pocket aces, and she kind of slow played them, but she rivered an ace after some dude turned a full house. So
Well, I just think that you shouldn't respect her if she didn't buy in for the max. So, I'm kind of over her.
Richie!
I mean,
Richie.
I didn't buy in for the max
It's
either,
okay that you
so
didn't, though.
we're both
That's fine.
easy.
I'm just talking about her specifically.
Richie. Oh my God, you're so.
I don't know if I agree with that, Richie. I think buying in for the max says says a little bit like you may lose it. If you buy in short, you're like, I'm building this shit up. You guys are in it for the long haul.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I've lost a lot, like more often when I buy in for max compared to like short stacking and building
You've
it
got to
up.
buy in for at least 200. If the max is 300, that's one thing. But you're buying in for 140. You raise to 15, someone makes it 45. It's really hard to call at that point. Your stack is so.
Yeah, you just jam and gambo.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, if I bought in for the max, it means I'm. Yeah, if I bought in for the max, it means I'm down 3 buy-ins and tilted.
Hey, SG, good point. Good point. Okay, let's move back over to Brandon now. Brandon, what did you want to talk about?
Oh my god, really? You guys really want to hear about this? You don't.
Well, but
Just
You
we
don't.
Yes.
might
Really.
not
fucking
want to
say
hear
it.
about it,
No,
but
you're
you
right.
may
You're
need
right.
to talk about it. So if you'd like to talk about it, that's fine. We don't have to.
No, it's all good. You guys don't want to hear about this shit. Never mind.
Okay, no problem.
All good.
Sometimes it's just good to vent, but no worries.
Oh yeah, I don't want to bore you guys with this
Oh my
bullshit.
God!
Do
Like,
it.
just tell us. And now I'm curious.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You just told a
Now.
New
Just
York Jew
say
I
it.
don't want to talk about something. I'm gonna make
Okay.
you talk
Okay.
about
Don't
it.
yell. All right. All right. All right. So the girl I'm dating, her best friend that she met here is now living in Phoenix. So she only comes here like every once in a while. So every time I've met her, like she just doesn't want to talk to me. And for the fourth time that I've met her, I brought it up tonight. I'm like, why does she not want to talk to me? I mean, I know I could be an unlikable person. That's a very fair, just tell me.
At least talk to you.
At least tell me, okay, I don't like him. Cool. But it's just nothing. Nothing.
I've told you I don't like you a
So,
million times, and you keep coming back.
Richie, I will put my. Never mind.
Oh,
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice right now.
It could be
okay.
jealousy on her friend's part, you know.
Richie, I'm trying to be. Richie, I'm putting my fucking soul out
I'm
here.
sorry. Come
And
on,
you're.
man. You know I love you, and is it?
I love you too, Richie, but
I know. I'm
goddamn.
sorry. I just tried to make.
You could troll me
All
another
right.
time.
My bad, dude. My bad. Come on. I just tried to.
Jesus
My
Christ.
bad.
Hey, 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 hey,
Put
hey.
my whole
I'm
heart
sorry,
out
man. My
here.
Hey,
bad.
hey.
I truly apologize. I was just
He
joking.
does. He does. Let's take a step back. So you went out and the woman doesn't talk to you and you raised it to your girlfriend and what was her response?
Uh, if you don't like her, then you don't like me.
Oh, that's childish.
And
God.
I
How
went,
long
I went fucking, I went ballistic. I went fucking ballistic.
well, why do you think you went ballistic, first of all? And how do you feel about going ballistic?
I feel really bad.
Okay.
because I don't like doing that.
Okay.
I did not. Don't take this as. I did not put hands. Nothing like that. It was just
Yeah, I
words.
get it.
That's
I
all.
get it.
First of all,
I'm a rageaholic. I totally get it.
but I mean, if this relationship is going to go somewhere and we're going to get married, that's going to be her maid of honor.
So how long have you two been
And
together?
um, 8 months.
And does her friend genuinely dislike you? Do you know?
I have no fucking idea
Well, that
So
doesn't even
because
matter. What
she said
matters is what
about
she
six.
said to you. Because that girl is not part of your relationship. I don't care what anybody says. It's between you and your girl, and you two need to work on your relationship.
I know, I know. So we got in a fight about that tonight, and that's why I'm home.
well, after I mean, 8 months isn't that long a period of time, right? Or has it been very intense?
Um, Not very intense, but I mean, like I said, her friend lives in Phoenix now. She grew up with this girl, and so when she comes home, I met her. This is our conversation. Oh, hey, nice to meet you. That was about it.
That's unfortunate.
Every time we've hung out since then has been just she doesn't want to talk to me. She don't want to look at me. Like what I tried to tell my girl last night. I'm sorry, my girlfriend. Just as she dropped me off because she said we were fighting. So what I tried to say was, if it was me and my best friend was dating somebody else, I'd have questions. I would want to know who they are. I would want to know, what do you do? How old are you? What's your background? All this, right? But I get just nothing. And I brought it up to her, and she's like, "Well, that's my best friend. Deal with it." I'm not. I'm not dealing with it. Sorry. Sorry. Not. Nope. No. Will not.
What's the BMF championship, Brandon, for UFC? Bad motherfucker championship?
UFC. What the fuck? I don't know about UFC.
Oh, I thought you did. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway right now.
Who?
Say it again.
Justin Gaethje.
Okay. I no.
So
Sorry.
Never mind.
where is she right now?
Literally anybody else.
What? What about me?
What?
Brandon, I'm just going to say to you, and I know you probably already know this, but just to reiterate it, nobody should come between a relationship. Not a parent, not a sister, not a brother, not a friend.
Certainly not a friend.
Right. Nobody should be coming in between a relationship. And
Sorry.
and
I
you
we've talked about this before, right?
and you just need to calm down and then just reapproach the subject in a calm manner and let her know it hurts your feelings because you want to be her priority because you're her man, and her friend can be a priority too, but it's a different priority. Um, but you have to find that common ground for yourself and with her.
Yeah, it's just tough right now.
Of
So I
course.
didn't mean to take. I didn't mean to fucking vent on you guys. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
it's
You're
good
not
for
venting.
you.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
be
not venting.
sorry. That's what
You're
we're
just
here
talking
for.
it out. Always talk it out.
It's good for you.
But Sherry, I told Sherry some shit before, right when I was married.
Yep.
Um, yeah, some shit I should have never done. Um, so I'm always here for you know for my woman or whatever you want to call it. Always, 100%. I just wish I got the same same, what do you call it? Same action back,
The same in
Reciprocation.
return. Go ahead, Donna.
Reciprocation. It sounds as though a friend's jealous.
No, no. I don't know. I think, no, I can't. No, I can't. Never mind.
Can I ask you a question, Brandon?
Well, yes, of course.
Are you are you upset that you said anything or upset about how you said it?
I'm upset about how I said it.
Okay. That's a really good distinction to know for yourself. Because that's about you then. But there's an issue that's also now like she kind of didn't, react too well. So that, you have to talk that out with her. But why do you think you reacted that way?
Well, we could go back. Sherry knows about this. I think Sherry's the only one that knows about this.
You say what you're comfortable
Um,
saying.
I I will do anything, and I mean anything. If I'm dating you, anything in the world for the person I'm dating. I- So I think Sherry's the only one that knows this, and this is recorded. Whatever, I don't care. Um,
Don't overshare if you don't feel comfortable, Brandon. It's fine.
no, it's fine.
And I certainly can
When I
delete this space if you want me.
No, it's fine. When I was married, um, I put hands on my mother because she would not stop fucking asking, "When are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna have kids?" I said, "Mom, that's enough. Mom, that's enough. Mom, that's enough. Mom, that's enough." Okay, so I grabbed her arm and I said, "Mom, I will never fucking come see you again in my life if you ever ask one more time when we're having kids. It's between me and her, and end of story. That's it." And I did the same thing to my father-in-law, but I grabbed him by his throat and I said, "Motherfucker, if you ever ask when we're having kids again, I will fucking kill you. Do not ever ask me. It's between me and her. Me and her. That's it." So I go to the mat for a woman I'm with. To the mat. Period. End of story. That's it.
Yeah, that question gets asked a lot, and it's the worst question you can ever ask your kids or somebody else because you don't know what they're going to go through, whether they want children, whether they don't want children, whether they're struggling or anything like that. That is the most fucking lethal question, one of them.
And
And
I
I steer
understand.
well away from it.
The other was, when are you getting married? Don't ever ask your kids that or anyone else's kids.
Exactly.
I understand. I understand everybody wants grandkids, right? I understand. But the first three times I say it's between us, then that should be enough. I can't fucking continue to listen to my father-in-law harass my wife at the time about when are you having grand. Look, buddy, I will fucking, I, you know what? Redacted, redacted. I will. I guess my point is, I will go to the mat for the woman I'm dating.
Right. And so your feelings are really hurt that she did
So
not have the same attitude uh, on your behalf, right? So your feelings are hurt.
yes, yes, and I've told her that before, and she said, "Oh, I will too," but uh, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Sherry,
Yes.
me and you are looking a little bit better now.
Thank God I'm not
Got it.
there.
Brandon
Got her.
asked me out on a date when I come to Vegas, so that's what he's referring to.
No, you asked me out.
Whatever.
Well, here's what I know. I know that because now you're happier. You're laughing. See? So you shared it. You feel better. Now take a deep breath, and you can worry about it a little later.
Yeah, well, I don't have therapy until Wednesday, so
Go.
you guys are my therapy. Thank you.
No
Perfect.
sweat.
I'm sorry to
You don't have to be
Don't
put
say
this
sorry.
on your
fucking sorry,
apologize.
otherwise I'll batter you. You come on
Sorry.
here, you
Here, if you
needed
want
to
to be
get it
sorry
out.
about something, you can be sorry that I sucked out. I lost. I didn't suck out. I got sucked out on King
Oh
King
no.
versus Ace Jack. The guy hit the ace on the river.
But you're still in the tournament.
No, I'm gone. I was all
Oh,
fucking in. Anybody would
You
be
got sucked
all
out on?
in. There was nothing there.
I hear you.
You got sucked out on?
Pardon?
You got sucked out on?
Yeah, because
Oh, I'm
that's
sorry.
the life I live.
That sucks.
That's okay. Tomorrow I play
That's
again.
terrible. If I was in a little bit better mood, I could make a joke about that. But
Sa-
uh,
Save it.
I've
But
already
just
gone there and got and
yeah, not right now.
I've already fucking gone there.
because that did happen,
I love you, Donna. You're the best.
I can no longer stare at this computer, so I am going to go and sit and get high and play video games, I think.
Yeah, I just got home and I'm in my garage. So thanks for getting me through my drive home, y'all. But I gotta
thanks,
bounce.
John.
Thank you
Cheers,
all for
John.
hanging out. And thank you so much, Sherry, for doing this. I was really touched.
You're welcome. I just thought it would be fun.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Sherry,
Don't be.
to
Oh,
ruin
shut the
Stop
fuck
ruin your
up.
saying
day.
sorry.
Blue, did you at least make
Generating
money or
excitement.
no?
No, after I busted out of that one. No. Tomorrow I play for the Montreal package. And maybe later tonight I'll play a cash or tournament game on Iggy. But I'm burnt out now.
See, I can't. Yeah, like if I play one tournament and I do well, I'm done. I can't play anything else the rest of the night, most likely.
Yeah, I got like crazy deep. I got actually very deep in all of them.
Yeah,
All the time. So
you can only be a bad poker player and run well so well.
exactly.
You know. See.
Anyhow. I may send out the bat signal tomorrow. Who knows? Be good, be well, stay safe.
How many times can you fucking win 6 flips in a tournament, Richie?
Well, first off, goodbye, Blue. It was nice speaking to you. I always enjoy when you're here. And secondly, I've won 8 flips one time when I made a final table at Parks. I literally was 8 for 8.
Hero.
And when I had Queens
See
versus
what I mean?
Ace King on the last one, I felt like I was 99%. I wasn't even worried.
Wow.
It was
You should be
Right,
crazy.
it's
embarrassed.
10 past.
You should
It's
be
10 past 3 my time. I'm definitely going now.
Okay, good
So,
night, Donna.
good
Bye,
night.
Blue.
Good night, everybody.
I thought
Good night, girl.
everybody to sleep. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
shut the fuck up, Brandon. It's 10 past 3 my time. It's morning, so
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
off.
Brandon, my bad from before, and I'm gonna probably bounce in a second to watch a
Good
movie.
night.
But you are, much love to you, man. And look, mistakes happen, and that's all that you could do is just move on from the mistake. You didn't shoot anyone's dog. Most importantly, you didn't shoot mine, so you're okay in my book.
And sometimes you just got to let it out and think about it, reflect on it, and it's going to be okay, Brandon.
Yeah, sure. I thought you were gonna be mad at me. So I'm glad you're not.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another day.
Yeah, you are
Definitely
mad at
not
me,
mad.
but
No, I'm not
not
mad.
right now.
Disappointed
Disappointed.
maybe, but
Okay.
not mad.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, well, listen, you guys. I'm sure some other spaces are going to open up because people are watching the fights.
God damn it.
So I'm going to go ahead and close this space out so you guys can join those fight spaces because I know you guys enjoy that stuff. And I'm going to go get some dinner.
All right, have a good one, Sherry.
Thanks, y'all. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.